Cool.
is the way we got it.
We got to reset our rolls.
That's up to you. Like, you guys are like, you messed around on the pizza joint, and then I don't know what you're doing afterwards. I never know what you're doing afterwards. You guys surprise me every single fucking time.
We fucked
Again,
around.
now that everybody's here, I think when we left off, we were still trying to figure out whether we should let the blood guy become like the co-owner of the Pizza Planet with the dude in the basement.
Okay, you know what? Yeah, let's do a recap. We've got like one guy asleep, one guy on a computer from the 1990s, one guy making meatloaf, one guy in a car. Like,
I'm 8 minutes away from home. Okay,
we're a standard RPG group right now. It's fine. Let's do a quick recap.
Look, this is what you do to make things work, you know.
Beast, you better have the Mountain Dew.
The Mountain Dew. Haven't heard that skit in a while.
bottles of Baja Blast in the cooler, motherfucker.
So yeah, last time you guys, after talking with the very nice lady that had this like iron spaceship thingy in the place, in the dimension, went back to her place because you wanted to get some more information, and she were basically just gonna have a little chit chat, little rest, stuff like that. Seemed super nice. All right, went back. It looked kind of like a weird fleshy version of like an orchard or a vineyard or something, except that it was like these like flesh tendril things that were in like the rows out front of the place. And the house was like made of bone, and it was under an ocean of blood. So aside from that, very much like a French vineyard. You went in where she actually had like drained the place. Now, you didn't bring your vampire buddy. You left him out at the car, Randolph. You left him out at the car because he'd be fine out there. There was going to be absolutely no impact or side effects from that. And you went into the place, and we'll TLDR this. Basically, you questioned her a bit, got some information from her, sub things that freaked her the F out. She started losing her shit. You ended up getting into a tussle one way or another, and you killed her creatures. You actually subdued her. You didn't kill her immediately. You subdued her, which actually you basically knocked her out almost like right away. She was like a non-issue throughout the entire combat, which is pretty nifty. And she was your nice prisoner of war. Spoiler warnings, we're about to break the Geneva Convention on prisoners of war in a second, if you're worried about that. So she was your prisoner, and you started to question her again when she woke up. Things about Aglar and the Pizza Planet and everything like that. You got what information you think you could out of her, and executioner style, like I capped her in the head or something. I don't remember. Like you ended her unceremoniously.
Pretty sure I snapped her neck and then started drinking her.
Yeah, there was a whole dining room scene. That's right. At one point, you like severed her arm for some reason or something too. We're gonna gloss over that.
Sun.
She was.
It was to give to Randolph's in case he was hungry, and fucking Duke made a meal for everybody, and I'm a vampire and can't just eat normal food, so I brought my food to the table, and everyone freaked out about it.
Except for
You drank her like a Capri Sun. That was your exact description.
Nobody freaked out about it. Carson like casually mentioned it one time. We were all pretty cool about it.
I also like how the fact that like you're in an entire dimension of blood that is like super crack cocaine level blood, and you still kill someone to drain them. So that's fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah, but she was a blood mage.
She was a blood mage.
Waste not, want not. I'm not just gonna leave a body there when it's
True.
good for the drinking.
And that is after that is when you went. You discovered after like calling the Pizza Planet, the Pizza Planet for sanguine and stuff like that about shit. I just said his name. What was his name again? Aglar.
Aglar.
And then you discovered he was in the basement. And this poor guy had been the result of a long spree of experiments from this bitch. And he was kind of fused to the building itself. He had like slowly started to like organically become this like fungal creature that was like seeped into the building. And despite asking you over and over to kill him, and that he would give you all the information he could about the Soma and how like it's like basically this like fetus god like thing, that you did not kill him. Instead, you decided that you were going to make him regional manager of this place, and you were discussing maybe like having Randolph help him out. And you kind of like left it there as you went outside to discover Randolph had become like a 400-pound vampire, or like, you know, like vampire version of my 600-pound life. And he was just this bloated corpse, like floating near the car, just like continuously like drinking and shitting blood like a tube. And that's kind of where we left it. So I don't know what you're going to do next. But yeah, that is our recap. That is basically what happened. If anyone has any other points that they want to mention, feel free to bring it up. But I think that was pretty much the TLDR.
Did I try to learn how to fly the ship?
You went in there and like took a quick look at one point, but you realized because it was like partly magical, like there was controls that were technology, but then there was also like rune stones and like weird like magic circles and stuff, because it's a mixture of magic and technology. You thought like there's a very slim chance you could try to operate it, but it would be very, very difficult, and that like you're probably going to be missing key components on how things work. Because she comes from a world of Magitech.
I wonder if I could somehow get it back with us so that I could tinker with it.
It's a fairly large
I
ship.
believe some player inclusions were made to make sure that the cars like can like be air breathable in the blood.
Yeah.
And my question, Ked, is will that function for the vehicles carry over into other worlds, or will we have to also like make arrangements or use XP then in those situations?
I'd let it carry over. I would say that's just a feature of the cars. Now, if you end up in another submersible world.
Okay. All right. We have pulled up to my apartment. I'm going to grab our shit and run upstairs. I will be back on in a couple minutes.
Sweet. All right. We'll take like just a couple of minutes. If anyone, drink. Yeah, go make another drink. Let's see Boomer get turned here. If anyone else needs like a quick drink or bathroom or something, we will officially start once BHG is on. So you'll get a few minutes.
I was just gonna say, Buddha, like, are we gonna leave this place? We don't really have anywhere else to be. Like, we can hang out here for a while. This is kind of like the base of operations, at least for now. We have to follow the stream of blood to the Soma, and then we have to steal its toe, I think.
Yeah.
So, like, if you want to tinker with that, like, Carson could probably help you, and maybe we can, like, try to fly it, because that shit's badass. We gotta try it.
I wouldn't mind trying to learn how to use this ship. Even if the basic flying stuff. Or swimming.
And what's the worst thing that happens? We drive it into the wall of this place?
It is shaped like an arrowhead. It is shaped like a pointy iron arrowhead.
What's the worst that can happen? The whole thing explodes and he's dead. Yeah, he'll just bump into the wall. Yeah, that.
Well, I mean, me and Fido can
squishy.
stand by and watch that happen. I'm sure Fido will like that.
It's
Go ahead,
squishy.
Duke and Carson. Get in there with him.
It's squishy. The walls are squishy, dude.
You like
How do you
going
even know?
fast.
How do you even know this thing runs on fuel, dude? How would you even know? It probably fucking runs on like magic and fucking blood or like Osmosis Jones or something. Where do you see a fuel tanker here, officer? I don't see a fuel tank on it.
Osmosis Jones, you trying to get smart with me?
Doesn't take much trying.
Is that what you call a blood vessel or something?
I don't
Osmosis Jones.
Carson, I meant to talk to you about the toe of God.
Oh yeah?
Do you think we jumped to a conclusion that we're taking this a little too literally and there's not a figurative form of the toe of God, or maybe it's representative of something, or maybe somebody just coined the name toe of God to some random thing?
Well, like Lucy was saying that she created the Soma, and she's basically, the Soma is a god and this place is like a womb. So I don't know how literal we're getting here, if it's like an actual fetus monster that we're gonna have to like go and fight and steal the toe of. I'm not exactly sure. I don't know if it's like a conceptual or metaphorical fetus, or if it's like a literal fetus that we're gonna have to fight. It might be, Doc.
Literal fetus? I'll be looking for a literal toe with you. I'm just saying, if it's not, we might need to expand our viewpoint a little bit.
We gotta go in with an open
And
mind.
you want to do some drugs?
Always.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Expand your viewpoint.
Oh, we're agreeing on doing drugs? Okay.
Well, that's how you expand your viewpoint, right?
Well, yeah.
All right.
But we know where like the Soma is, so all we have to do is go get some of the Soma. We just have to like follow the current. And yeah, I don't know if it's a literal toe, but that's where I'm leaning, just because she was so adamant that like it was her baby. She's growing a god. I don't know what kind of god she's growing. You know, like it could be a carrot. It could be a baby. It could be a unicorn. I don't fucking know.
Uni God.
Yeah, I'll wait till we're actually like BHG's here and stuff before I start saying things I want to do.
Sure.
I would just go and try and play with the ship.
Jack, you keep sniffing crack with that knife, you're gonna need a tetanus shot.
Well,
It's all rusty.
Never been to a doctor.
for Duke,
Don't need
then
it.
if you're playing with a ship, like that's not something people can help you with too much, because the inside of the ship was like big enough for one person. She only built it for herself. Other than that, the rest of the bulk of the ship, which is like the size of, like I said, like a stealth bomber type thing, is just the ship itself. Like there's not a lot of inside space. It's just this crystalline dome that you kind of sit in. That's like a one person, like fighter pilot style cockpit. So you get in it. Like I said, it is not like Earth design. It's not like what you dealt with in the war, what you've flown previously, or any aircraft that you've flown previously. Especially since this thing is built, it doesn't look like it's built to be an aircraft. It is built to be a submersible. It is built for this environment. It doesn't look like it's meant to be an aircraft.
Okay.
But a lot of the controls, considering everything, like it doesn't need to surface or anything per se. A lot of the controls, there's still the basic, like a basic like control stick. What you're guessing are buttons to control like thrust and whatnot. Like there's like a throttle type thing you're pretty sure is what it is. Like there's some of the stuff is kind of recognizable. Like you're not completely lost. So
Okay.
what I would say is it's going to be an intellect task, and then if you have any piloting or anything, it would apply as well. But it's going to be hindered by 2 steps.
Woo! Hindered by 2.
And it is it would be like starting a new type of aircraft you've never flown before. So we're looking at probably, I would say, about a About a 5.
I'm specialized in driving. There's no way that I can poke my head in and try to help someone.
You know what? If you want to help him out, it's not the same thing, so I won't give the 2 assets, but I will give it an asset.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I just with that.
VHG's here, which means I'm gonna switch over my screen. So everyone in this watching the stream, hold on for a second. I'm just fixing
Everyone
a
cross your
thing.
dicks.
All you gotta do is
You like my new upgraded camera?
I saw it when I was in the car. That's a good roll, Duke.
all you gotta do is like press the Inferno, look at the fire rune over here, then the OS on car, dude.
There we go.
Let's
Back to
go.
normal screen. All right. Yes, you 6. You needed a 5. That's so you're good.
I did
everything-
hinder it, but I did use a lot of doing it.
Yeah. Well, you had help. Yeah. You did what you needed to do. All right. So in that case, I'm going to say it's enough that you can get her going. You get it started. You definitely have, and there's like weird, like rippling, like lights that like move throughout the thing. These like bluish lights. And there's that it begins, there's intake valves of some kind where, you know, it's taking in blood for one reason or another. There is no fuel indicator that you can tell. There does seem to be, as you believe, a heat indicator, but there's no fuel indicator of any kind. There also doesn't seem to be like a speed indicator per se, although there's like sort of a measurement for the amount of thrust that you're applying. And you've got the basics. You can move it around. At the moment, you think it would be, you'd still be taking hindrances on doing any fancy maneuvers with it because you're still unsure, and you have no idea what half of the controls do. Still, there's obviously more here than just controlling moving it, and you don't know what they do. So short of randomly pressing buttons, or not even buttons, some of them are like, there's like a runic circle to the side. You're not even sure how to activate that. You don't know if you're supposed to press it, turn it, twist it, bop it.
I'd probably start pressing buttons. For sure.
All right. So that's not too bad of an idea. I would like to propose a GM intrusion.
Why am I not surprised? Wait, let's see. Carson, which one are you right now?
Carson the Desert Drifter, Nash.
Okay, because you helped me do this, I will give you the.
All right. I might as well bring you back to, like, since you're at her place, I might as well bring you guys back there. It'll take a second because I forgot to preload because I'm an idiot. But whatever. You'll get over there eventually, theoretically. It's taking its hot time.
Yeah. Like, stopped at 98%.
It's just not trying to bring anyone over.
Yeah,
Oh, there we go. Now it's happened. Now some people are starting to filter over.
I can see.
There we go. Okay, starting to bring you guys over. 1 or 2, but we'll get there. So I am going to say, brought Buddha over. That's the important thing. So it's outside, like this thing's parked outside, like just past the grove, facing towards the house. You start pressing around and you discover that this thing did indeed. Oh, that's why I am suddenly losing internet issues. Whatever. I'm still streaming. Come on, internet. It's still going to shit.
Yay!
Yeah, now I'm getting tech gremlins.
They're bleeding to Canada.
Okay, we good now? Okay, it has settled. It was just like down in the red for no reason. I dropped like 2% frames. And yeah, that's fun. That's that. Okay, cool. Anywho, you discovered this does have weapon systems, and apparently it had, you're guessing now that there was 2 lights, but now there is 1 light, that this had 2 missiles on it of some kind. Well, it did have 2 missiles. Now it has 1 missile on it because the other missile just flew into and blew up her lab.
The Pizza Planet?
Yeah.
Fuck!
Yeah, fuck yeah, Duke. That's what I'm fucking talking about right there. Woo! Fuck Pizza Planet.
Jack also cheers. He's like, hell yeah, explosions!
Fucking Cash immediately, because I've still got. I've got my. I'm assuming if we're outside, I've got my fucking like bubble mask on, so that I'm not drinking in the blood. I run into the fucking like now blown up building to see if that dude in the basement is still alive.
Okay. All right. You go in. You go into the basement. So the basement's thankfully not underneath the lab. The where he is in the basement actually be underneath where the living room is.
Is the living room safe?
The living room is safe. Like he just blew up the lab bit. So like
only the lab bits.
Yeah,
okay.
only the lab. Here, we'll make the line even like thicker. Actually, let's not make it red because it kind of like gets hidden with everything.
Oh, so Aguilar's still alive?
And the Pizza Planet lives.
So it was just her lab area that was destroyed. But the kitchen is still good, and the front parlor, I mean living room. Yeah. So he is good. Everything is still fine. Everything is fine. Yeah.
Just like scratching the back of my head like, sorry.
And it was one of those.
Are you high over there? Is everybody just high here except me?
And everyone got tossed around a little bit because it's an explosion underwater, right? So it's one of those things where it creates a bubble, which like a vacuum bubble, which then like collapses in on itself. So like everything gets like pulled towards it.
Well, we probably just lost some valuable stuff in there, but that's cool. You could have killed Aguilar at least, like.
Oh, I'm going to say it also superheated and killed like most of the crops.
Okay.
The Scion crops?
I'm going to use my knife and carve in missile on top of that button.
Okay. Missile.
And I'll probably press some more.
All right.
No. Duke.
More buttons!
Bruh.
Dude, calm down.
I already found the weapon system.
Well, like, there could be more weapon systems. This thing could fucking blink out of existence. There could be a self-destruct button, like... You know how to fly it? You know how to shoot the missile. Those 2 things are huge.
There might be more. I gotta find more.
All right. Is Duke pressing more?
Yes.
I get my BMW, like, a safe distance away from whatever the fuck Duke is doing.
Same with Susie. Yeah, we're gonna get it back.
Jack grabs Fido and like puts him in one of the cars.
He can ride with me, I guess. He fucking puked in my backseat though, and you still owe me for the detailing.
No, you left blood in there for like the entire time. I'm not going to pay you for dog puke when you also left. That was just part of the whole, it was covered in blood. Look, get me a sidecar on the bike and then he won't have to ride with you, okay?
All right.
Another intrusion.
I'm going to offer you a second intrusion. I don't do this very often.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. There you go.
All right.
Because
thank you.
So you press a bunch of things and like you press one of the side like runic circle areas and you ended up like twisting it, sort of like pressing it in. And all the blue lights, like it goes throughout the whole thing, becoming red lights, and you're a bing boom and then the entire thing just shuts down except for that red circle. A fifth of the red circle disappears.
Oh no.
Another
And
fifth
runs
of the
away.
red circle
Yeah.
disappears.
Yeah, press the red circle again.
Nothing happens.
Turn it
Oh,
back
no.
the other way.
A fifth of the red circle disappears.
Shit.
Oh no.
I'm getting out. Start swimming out. Gonna go
all right.
back inside.
Yeah, so you guys are like quickly starting to move your vehicles. It's like the end of a house party and the cops have arrived. All the vehicles are moving around. And you see Duke just like booking it as fast as he can swim outside of this vehicle.
Wait,
Just like,
Is there actually ejection, like where normal ejection seats were? Would there actually be buttons for
this
that?
doesn't, you haven't been able to find anything like an ejection
Oh, okay.
seat or anything like that.
Okay, then yeah, I'll just swim.
Just from the rear of the ship.
Yeah.
So you just start swimming out, and after a few moments, the entire thing begins to shudder and shake before suddenly crumpling and condensing itself into what appears to be a very small dodecahedron about the size of a bowling ball.
I hope my husband will give you a kiss.
It's like a transport mode or something.
I'm gonna like kind of go back and look at it and see if everything's actually technically intact.
Well, it's a bowling ball sized dodecahedron. I mean, there's, you don't know what would not be intact. It looks like a solid metal thing. Like there's no buttons on it, no runes as far as you can see.
There's no like cockpit on the top, just like miniaturized or whatever.
Nope. Just like a very large metal D12, basically.
Try and like press the sides.
No reaction.
Oh no.
Wonder. Did she have a controller on her?
For the xenophages.
No,
Yeah,
no.
I got that. The xenophages, if we find any more, but I told you not to fucking press more buttons, dude. We were at a good point. We had a missile and a fucking fighter jet.
Well, maybe there's like he's got to press, it's like a phone and he locked it. He's just
Wait,
got to
wait.
figure out the code.
I think I got this. Carson gets like an inch away from it and he goes, "Dodecahedron, activate!"
Nothing.
No.
Nothing happens.
What was the
Well,
name
that's
of
all
the
I
ship
got.
again?
What was that? What,
Didn't
sir?
she have a Didn't she have a name for the ship?
The Iron Voyager.
Yeah.
Try that. Iron Voyager, activate.
Voyager, activate.
I'd like to spend I'd like to spend an experience for a player intrusion.
What do you want to do?
I want. I'm going to let you decide what happens when I do this, but I'm hoping that it's a positive outcome when I do this in regard to this ship. I want to because I'm a fairly strong fucking being. I want to pick up that dodecahedron and roll it.
And roll it?
Yes.
Okay.
Like roll it like a die.
Okay.
I will leave the result up to you, but I'm spending an experience for it to do something positive in this situation.
To do something positive. Okay. All right. I'm gonna give it to you then. You roll it, and it's difficult because you're underwater. Mechanics work a bit differently, but you roll it, and as it tumbles and like it hits the ground, there is gravity even though it's underwater, and it's quite. Once you let go, it hits the ground harder than you think it should. Like it's quite dense, but when you picked it up, it didn't feel that bad. And as it rolls, each one of the sides briefly glows when it hits the ground a different color: yellow, purple, red, blue. And then finally, like it settles on like a pink, like a pink color, and then the entire thing kind of like shimmers pink for a second and then stops.
Pink.
Amazing! It's a light show.
I think you put it. Maybe you put it into like, I don't know, like a safe mode, because it didn't blow up. So if it's just in a smaller form, then maybe if it's reacting like that, maybe there's a way to activate it to make it a ship or turn it into something different. Maybe those colors represent different things.
Are all the sides glowing right now? Make them all glow.
Was there one specific side that glowed pink when he threw it?
The side that it's on now.
Each side glowed a different color, and it landed on pink.
Try rolling it again. What if you just have to get it on a certain color?
That would be a stupid way to reactivate a ship. But I mean, that witch was crazy, so it's worth a shot.
Yeah, like she was fucking Banana Town funky pants. She was crazy, dude.
Yeah.
As you go to
where we are, like this is all crazy.
As you go to
yeah.
the entire, it's hard to see because everything's got a reddish hue to it, right? You're outside, it's in a blood domain. But as you get close to it, to touch it again, Buddha, or pick it up or interact with it or anything, you notice that it's no longer iron. You go to touch it and you realize the entire thing's got sort of a pinkish purple hue to the metal now.
I'll touch it.
All right. Yeah, it still feels very much like this, a similar metal to what it was. When you go, like it's sunk into the ground a fair amount, like it's very, very heavy, but when you go to pick it up, it's not that heavy in your hands.
I'm confused. What do I do with this?
Oh, it's yours now, though, I guess.
Try rolling it again.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I'm gonna like scoop it up and lift.
One of us roll it?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It sounded like it was pretty hefty. Like, would anybody be able to pick it up like I did?
Yeah, it's still light enough to pick it. Like when you pick it up, it's far lighter than you think it should be, considering how it sinks into the ground when you drop it.
Yeah, I'll roll it.
Okay, you roll it and it doesn't light up again. It doesn't do anything, but it does stay that pink hue.
Did she have anything on her with colors?
Yeah, clothes. They were red.
No, like devices or anything like that?
Pretty sure she's just lying over there crunched up like a Capri Sun.
Yeah, she got fucking folded, dude.
Unless Cash just ate her entire body, but...
No, I took an arm to give to Randolph, although it doesn't really seem like he needs it. But other than that, I think that most of her is there, but I don't think there's any blood left in her.
I searched the Capri Sun to help Doc, or puke out, sorry.
The Capri Sun?
Okay.
Like unwrinkle the package a little bit. He's like picking it up with like 2 fingers. He's like,
You're picking up the body with 2 fingers?
Yeah, he's trying to. Well, because he's like
a whole ass person, not a real Capri Sun.
I'm picturing it's like she's just like wrapped up, like there's no blood left, there's nothing left. Like
it's just like fat bones and meat. But okay. it is an underwater environment, so like you can it helps a little bit. But you search through her. She doesn't have anything else on her other than what you guys already found. You'd found like the ring, her keys, like a few ciphers, and that was it.
I got nothing over here, Duke.
Her keys, are they just normal colored keys?
Yeah, it was. They were just the house keys. You would like for the front door and the lab and stuff like that. Oh, and these things were already.
Ash is like,
taken.
I've got an idea. You know, you might have a good thing going. It might be person activated. You're right. He's gonna like walk over and just like pick the body up by the skull and walk over and start like pressing it against the one face that was pink.
Okay.
Come on, activate.
No.
Iron Falcon activate. While he's doing that, Jack's in the background.
Doc, you know a few things about like souls and soul machines and strange magic mechanic shit because you built those goggles, right?
Yeah.
What do you think about this fucking glowing dice thing?
Can I make some sort of insight check into it with skills in Let me think.
Okay, Doc. I will let I will let you roll your physics.
That's what I was about to say.
With an asset from your demon familiar to represent some technology and some magic.
Okay. So one asset because of the two?
Yeah, so the demon is also helping you like look through stuff. Or like look at it.
Is this a straight intellect roll with an asset?
Well, you're trained in it as well because you're trained in physics.
Yeah, okay. One asset.
Carson, what?
Could I help him out because I'm trained in mechanics?
No, mechanics would not apply in this situation.
Perception?
Can Jack ask his shadow creature for potentially some
advice? Where is... Alright, I'm looking...
Maybe. 1 second. What's the shadow creature...
It's usually it can only assist me with stuff, but like...
It's more about stealthy things. It's not really like a knowledge powerhouse. Yeah, I'm gonna say no in this case. I think the demon would be more knowledgeable about this magic shit, but maybe not the shadow creature.
Alright, help me out. I'm looking at the all-in-one roll on intellect check. I got full intellect, skill level. Do I switch that to trained?
Yeah, you can put it as trained.
Okay, one asset.
Yeah.
And is that it? And then I can apply effort. Or
you can apply effort if you want. It looks like it's fairly difficult, but not like unachievable or anything.
Right,
like
I'm gonna do both levels of effort.
Oh, okay.
To try to get a grasp of what this thing is.
So that's easing it by like 4. So it's pretty good.
I mean, we're shooting for the moon here.
Yeah.
Oh,
damn. Okay. All right. So you start looking it over and you realize like this dodecahedron like changed its physical properties when it was rolled to something random depending on how it landed. And the demon starts whispering about like how he thinks what was actually done to the ship was like a self-destruct sequence, but that even the self-destruct afterwards, she probably made it so that it would still be useful in some way. So she was able to roll it to get, depending on how she like set it down. I think you think it was meant to be set down in a particular way rather than rolled randomly, would turn it into a different material if it was needed, but it would only work probably the once. Since he just rolled it and it happened randomly, you randomly happened upon the material that you got, changing it from iron into what you think is orichalcum.
That's black steel, right? Or some kind of black material. Orichalcum?
Well, it just means magical ore. In this case, it's actually more of a pinky purple.
Oh, okay. Sidebar, I've used orichalcum, but I made it black a long time ago. But that'll work.
It's a generic fantasy term. I've seen it all sorts of different things. But one other property that you pick up with your physics, this is a whole damn airplane's worth of metal compressed into this dodecahedron. So this is a whole damn airplane's worth of orichalcum. It's just hyper compressed, and you think that there may be still an enchantment on it to allow you to actually physically carry it.
Okay. Hey, Duke, do you have any kind of food on you right now?
let me see. I'm gonna check and see if I still have some. I probably still have a bit of food. I wouldn't have used everything.
Okay. I need you to just kind of step away and have snack time right now, because this is about to get confusing.
We just had dinner. I'm not hungry.
I know, but you know, this. I don't want you to get overwhelmed here. So, guys, listen. As random as we think this is, it seems to be pretty precise. This was designed meticulously and in a way that the user knows exactly what needs to be done as they use it. And the more random we get with this, the probably better chance is that we're going to mess it up. So I think we need to stop rolling it.
Okay.
That being said, this dodecahedron is seemingly very valuable in and of itself, as it is built very dense with a lot of magical properties inside of it.
Just like cash.
Yeah, cash is definitely dense and magical.
When you look over at Cash is like handing Doc the girl's brain, being like, the secrets are in here, right? Can you get them out?
I can send, him in, and Doc like nods over to the lizard familiar.
But still holding the brain out.
Swim around and see, but I can't guarantee anything.
You could send the lizard into the brain?
Sure. Can you not? Can you not? Yeah.
Wait, what?
Does the brain seem like it's still giving some kind of activity, Ked?
It's a mangled brain that's been very roughly scooped out with a man's hands. It's
so probably
it's not doing so great.
Definitely not.
Like I'm pretty sure if he had like a melon baller or something, like it'd be out in a bunch of tiny chunks or something. Like it's
okay. Fair enough. So my suggestion: take the dodecahedron and let's just leave the ship.
Can we turn the dodecahedron back into the ship, or is it fucked?
I don't think without further understanding of the device that we are going to be successful.
Yeah, like stop messing with it for now, because we'll break it, or we'll figure it out down the line, right?
I do think that if we find someone smart and let them look at this, we could sell this for a pretty high price. But we have to find someone intelligent that understands what it is.
Well, like the U.S. government already owns me $2 million, so like.
Yeah, and like an immortality potion, right?
Or less, or maybe more. I mean,
and a fucking immortality potion.
I'm pretty sure that's what that fucking alien Terry said.
Stuff this in a safe place and let's keep it moving.
Yeah, let's put it in the back of the Oldsmobile and let's go get some Soma.
Can we secure it a little bit more than in a trunk?
I mean, all we have is cars to get around.
I mean, do you want to hoop it?
How big is this thing?
It's gotta be like less than a certain size because Cash rolled it.
It's the size of a bowling ball.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sure. Like fucking here. Can put it in one of my Pizza Planet bags.
Yeah. I think we keep it in a Pizza Planet bag. Nobody would think that there's anything valuable inside of one of those.
Yeah, of course not.
You're talking about it's gonna think there's pizza in there and fucking open it up and.
Yeah, a bowling ball shaped pizza, because Pizza Planet does crazy shit like that.
Is it like a bag? Or what kind of? Is it like one of those like flat bags, like, or is it a duffel bag, like?
Definitely a flat bag would be my guess.
So it's gonna be just like sticking up in the middle. Somebody's gonna be like, "What the fuck is in that?" Fine, you know what? Whatever.
Wait. Did you just say they do bowling ball
Let's go.
pizza?
Look, if it gets stolen, I'm not taking any blame.
No, as you shouldn't. This isn't your doing. This is.
Put it in the bag.
Just blame me. I don't care.
I just want it to be known if it gets stolen, I raised a complaint about the bag.
How would a bowling ball pizza work? You'd put the pepperoni and cheese on top of the ball?
You just cook the whole ball of dough at once.
Looks like a basketball.
Yeah. It's fucking disgusting.
It's like a planet. Okay, I see. Like a bowling ball pizza planet.
And it doesn't cook. It doesn't cook properly either because it's really just a big ball of dough. So like Pizza Planet got sued by a bunch of people, so it got discontinued pretty quick.
Yeah, you're eating a ball of dough with cheese on it.
Shaped bags from some special that was discontinued like 5 years ago or something.
Carson, you get a text message.
Oh boy, here we go.
Because you've used your phone before, and there's only one other phone you know of that connects to this place. You don't know how he sent a text message, but all you get is, "If I quit, can I die?"
I don't understand why we're keeping this poor doodle. He wants to die, and I want to kill him. But apparently Pizza Planet is a cosmic fucking being that we have to not sever.
I feel like if he could have taken himself out by now, he probably would have. Like,
I mean, we kind of fucking screwed this guy pretty badly. Like, we were like, yeah, if you give us the information, we will kill you. And then he gave us the information.
We just want to leave, like, maybe, like, potentially dangerous objects within arm's reach, and just if anything happens, it happens.
No, I'm still fairly convinced. Listen, I'm not. I've been riding the high of this blood, and I still think with this Pizza Planet being a cosmic entity kind of thing, I feel like maintaining this is a better idea than killing the guy. You make him the regional manager.
Do you want to live here, Cash?
Yes.
Looking around, look, there's blood trees, man.
Of course he wants to live here. He's a vampire.
Even if I wasn't a vampire,
makes sense.
Even if I wasn't a vampire, this place is kind of fucking cool.
I'm a little creeped out myself.
I'm with Carson on this.
For me, but fair.
Well,
we
like,
should kill him. Leaving him here is kind of messed up.
I don't know about all this cosmic stuff. I just want to kill him for petty reasons. I'm all like a whole.
Be petty. Yes,
Listen,
that too.
We just found out. We already found out so much about, connected worlds and things, that worlds getting eaten and shit like that. Do you really want to start something with some other kind of force, even like, out of pettiness?
If that force is Pizza Planet, then yeah.
Look what happened to Rudolph. He's a big Michelin man over there.
Speaking of, you mentioned Randolph, and like he's like, his bloated, squishy face is like pressed up against the window, and you just hear, "Guys, I think I'm gonna live here now."
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
He owes me a
Both
fucking
the vampires want to live here for obvious reasons.
He can't get you to Can you get him to Diavaki, Randolph?
Not like that. Look at him. He's 400 feet. He looks like the fucking guy at a Willy Wonka's chocolate factory right now.
So what? Should we just fucking kill him now? Like, let him drink himself to death? Like, what are we doing here? I need to fucking get some answers here.
Listen to me. We know where the Sanguine is. We know how to access the Sanguine now. So why don't we leave Randolph here to be an employee of the Pizza Planet under whatever his face is in the basement? He gets to live out his fantasy in Blood World. We go get what we want, and you know exactly where he is if you want to take him. You think he's gonna leave this place? Randolph, do you have any desire to leave this place?
He's sleeping against the window, like tongue out.
I don't think he's gonna get much work done.
This creature owes me a debt. I believed in his blood. He's gonna talk to the blood, and I'm sick of listening to this blood-fueled nonsense. He told me that he could fucking commune through the blood to try to get to Diavaki. That's why I left him here. And now look at him. And now you're all fucking high on blood telling me that Pizza Planet is a cosmic entity and I need to, like, not kill it? If Pizza Planet is a cosmic entity, I say directly that entity.
Listen.
Also, you want to leave the guy that's stuck in a wall to watch this guy who is, like, Willy Wonka'd out sleeping on the fucking porch. How's he gonna enforce the rules? What, he shows up late? Wait, you can't call him? Like...
Does this play? Are there actual rules?
I don't know. Don't you have to like?
Do we care if
show
the
up
Pizza
for your
Planet
shift?
rules get enforced? I just don't want it to be completely destroyed. And I think if that's the case, then we should just keep it running.
What I'm saying is, I don't think it's gonna run very, if at all.
It doesn't have to run well. We just have to keep it as a part of the chain. You know what I mean? Every place we've been has had a Pizza Planet. You don't think that's fucking weird?
Yeah, but I think it's weird in a bad way.
Even a place as shitty as this has a Pizza Planet.
Yes, but hear me out. Even if it's a bad way, is that something we have the luxury of fucking with right now?
Yes.
Keep rolling. Time to be back in 1 second.
We have the direct power to stop this madness right now.
I don't see how having
Yeah, the
a pizza
power's in
place
our
everywhere-
hands.
I don't see how having a pizza place everywhere we go being a bad thing. Duke's just
Also,
smiling.
they didn't even they haven't had any customers here for like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, they probably still have the bowling ball pizza here. Like, we don't know what's going on. So maybe Cash is right. Maybe we shouldn't go messing around. But I don't know. I'm looking at it from both sides.
Look, man, I don't really have a horse in this race, because even if this place was running and we did come back here, I'm not fucking eating the pizza that's on here. The specialty menu sucks ass.
I vote we kill him. But
Like I said, I'm feeling for both sides. I'm with you, Carson, but I also feeling like maybe Cash is onto something. But I don't know.
We've killed a lot of other people for a lot less without worrying about the repercussions.
That's not true at all.
I mean, it is
almost
for
killed
me,
an
but
alien.
that's...
What about fucking
Allegedly.
Jay Anderson? What about that time me and you got stoned when we drove a fucking vampire head and for no reason? What about that?
We don't talk about that.
Well, I'm just saying, like.
I'm just saying. Listen. You want you want to get deeper into or deep down and like actually investigate this Pizza Planet thing. If you want to take it to the top and fucking cut it off at the head, I am here with you. But I am just saying, on the off chance that this is some cosmic fucking force of some variety or some, fucking weird organization, I think the less we fuck with it now until we have a better understanding of what is going on as a whole. We're already on this fucking crazy quest that's sending us all kind of crazy places. To have, like, if you want to fucking combat Pizza Planet, I just think we should know more about it before we fuck with it. And I think in the case of that, leaving this place here as it is and just... Randolph wants to live here. Why not just let him fucking live here?
Because I need to find Yaviki.
Because we need him sober to work. He can come here when we're done.
I don't think he can find Yaviki.
Well, that's what he's assured me. And
What if he's lying?
And like, okay, maybe he can't. But like, and like, I look pretty seriously. I don't take my glasses off because my face is still covered. But like, I'm like, this is the only lead I have. And I need it to be taken seriously.
I'm not taking it seriously. But
Like, he is
I
the
think-
only vein in anything I have towards finding Yaviki.
if he is, and this is the strongest place to actually commune for whatever, like...
No, that was just a fucking lie so he could do more blood.
I'm pretty sure, like, look, from one drug addict to a, drug addict recognized drug addict. That man, that I've totally said that to people just for more drugs, like...
Then why didn't you say
Yeah,
something
man, I
at the
can get
time?
you anything. Because I thought it was fucking hilarious.
Well, I fucking believe him.
And if I was him in that situation, I would want the other people to just sit by so I could get my free drugs. So,
Well, look where that fucking got us. That's what I mean. Like, Yaviki is literally the only source of anything I have to not be fuck ugly anymore.
All right. So are we in a rush to get to the Soma then? Because why don't we dry him out in here? We can go in the building and fucking drain it of blood and stick him in a room and just let him dry out, and then fucking you can get your answers. And if you can find Diaviki, then that's great. And if you can't, then fucking that sucks. But either way, I still think we should just leave him here.
I don't think we should leave him here.
Yeah, he can't be trusted alone. I even said this before. I was like, we can't leave him in the car. Yeah, it's like, that's fine. And look at him now.
No, I mean leave him in Sanguine.
If he can give me information to find Yaviki, he can come
Weren't we
along.
going to take him back to the plane breaker?
Yeah, why don't we just...
To Timeborn, rather, to let him go into the library to see if he can make some inferences better than what we could the last time we went, Carson?
Yeah, that was the idea.
Yeah, we should take him to Timeborn, leave him there for a little bit so he can do some fucking business sober, and then as soon as he's done, we can just take him back here and drop him off, and he can live the rest of his life here and doesn't have to worry about us, and we don't have to worry about him.
And that'll be his reward for fucking actually helping me.
Yeah.
My memory's a little foggy. It feels like it's been 2 months since we've been back to the Timeborn. But didn't they say vampires weren't allowed back there?
They never said it. No, we discussed that when we scooped him up, and we it was ask forgiveness instead of permission kind of thing, I believe.
Yeah, we were just gonna go bring him, and then if they are mad about it, I don't think they'd be mad about it, but
yeah, they have everybody there. It's like an amalgamation of everything. So
yeah, they had those fish people, the fish militia.
Yeah.
The fish
Certainly,
people,
vampire is the strongest thing in Timeborn, to where if something needed to put him in check, I'm sure it's there.
Sure.
We can just turn him into not a vampire too. We could put him in the well.
Defang him.
What?
It's like neutering for vampires.
Why?
Does he want to be a vampire?
I think so.
Jack taps on the glass and be like, "Hey, do you want to not be a vampire?"
Give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down.
I want to be a vampire.
I guess he wants
in
to
that
be
euphoric state that he's in. How could he not want to be anything other than what he is?
You're right. We should get him sober first and then see how he feels.
Let's get him sober, put him in the sun, then ask him.
I'm cool not feeling.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Listen. Aside from fucking locking me up Hannibal Lecter style when we got there, this guy has been nothing but fucking. He's worked with us. He's been friendly to us. Randolph has been not a dick to us whatsoever, and you guys are very antagonistic towards him.
I love you guys.
I don't get it. Listen to this motherfucker.
Randolph, let's be honest though. When we met Randolph, he gave us an ultimatum, do this or I'm not helping you. So I don't really hold those types of people in high regard.
And he's also ran a society that oppresses humans and uses them as cattle and eats them, including children and innocents. So
yeah, but hey, hold on. But then you're applying our logic from our mindset from our world to a different world. He didn't create that hierarchy. He just lives in it.
He just maintained it.
Yeah, he took advantage of it
and benefited from it.
But that's, how is that any different from a corporation in our world? And you don't immediately jump the fucking world.
Now you're saying it's the same.
Yes, I do.
Which one do you want? You can't have both ways.
I hate the government. I hate corporations.
This guy is one, so we took him out of his world that he wanted to escape from. Obviously, he didn't want to be in that situation doing that shit.
Yeah, and the deal was he helps us find Yaviki, and then we part our ways.
Look, I want to help Carson more than anything else. I would die for Carson's just to see his face again. Let's just put it that way. I would die to see Carson's face again.
I'm cool with not killing Aglar, even though we made a deal with him that we'd kill him. But Rudy is the only vein I have, And like, look how fucking sad that is. I know. Look at him right now. But like,
I mean,
that's where I'm at.
But I have a question. Like, first of all, his name is Randolph. This is not
Randy.
Rudy. So
Randy.
why would somebody? You can't even get his fucking name right, and you want him to help you. Do you understand what
Yeah,
I
because
mean?
we made a deal.
It doesn't matter. So fucking still, calm the fuck down, and be a little bit more. You're being less agreeable here and making it harder. Do you understand that? Do you understand that? No, I think you're being very, like, you don't have to be so aggro about it, and you can be nice enough to remember a fucking dude's name when you're asking for his help, whether it's an agreement or not. Fucking, I agree. Look, we need to find Yaviki to fix your fucking face. I'm sorry you're mad at Pizza Plant, but fucking, even with that big chip on your shoulder, you've got people around who are willing to help. So maybe just calm down and talk to the dude like a dude, so that fucking he is willing to help, be more receptive to being helpful.
Well, like I have, he's not involved in the conversation, and I've called him Rudy since I met him. It's not that I don't remember his name; it's that it's a fucking nickname.
Several times since we've met him, he has asked us to call him Randolph because that is his name. It's the very least of a respectful, back and forth, right?
If you want to talk about being disagreeable and agreeable, I'm being pretty agreeable saying, like, we don't have to kill the Pizza Planet assistant manager. I'm buying into your blood-fueled rage about the cosmicness of Pizza Planet because I kind of believe you. You're not wrong. But you have to hear me out that this is the only lead I have.
Yes, and I'm not telling you. I'm saying that at the end of all of this, Randolph belongs in the Sanguine.
Sure, I can agree with that, but he needs to help me find Yaviki first.
Yeah, I'm not saying he shouldn't fulfill his obligation. I'm saying that he should. Like, this place is empty. Again, if we're going to leave it as a Pizza Planet, then the fucking Aguilar's gonna need somebody with arms, and this dude actually wants to live here. And again, that way you have access to him even after, if you need to find additional information or whatever, fucking you can come back and you know exactly where he is.
As after we're through with our deal, I don't care where he goes. If he wants to live here, that's completely cool. But like, the last time we left him alone, he almost blood fueled himself to death.
I think what we're doing here is, when we discussed with Randolph eventually, he said, take me anywhere but where I'm at. And we did. And now we've given him a place where he wants to be. So that is almost beneficial to helping us find Yaviki more than the original plan of just getting him away. Like, we have favor here. So I think we need to leverage that in order to help Carson get what he needs.
Yeah, and I'm not disagreeing with you, but again, like, in the same regard, again, I don't think Randolph's that bad a dude. He doesn't see comparably, like, when we're in that fucking other world, comparably, he's not as bad a dude as some of the fucking people we came across, and that's just the way that world works. Like, it's different rules. We walked into a place and they live by a different fucking society. They won. That's how they run it. But fucking, he obviously didn't like it enough to want to stay, so that's why he's here now. And beyond that, while he's here, I just think we could at the very least have the smallest courtesy just to remember the guy's fucking name if we're going to be asking him.
Yeah, I remember Randolph's name, but Carson's always called him Rudy. I mean, I'm
just saying, like, as part of it, because
it's kind of cute.
I think when Carson's coming at him with that, like, there's an aggression there. You got a chip on your shoulder about this whole situation. I understand that the Pizza Planet thing is stressing you the fuck out. I get that. But just not even on a human level, but just as fucking, beings that are looking to work together. The very least you can do is call the guy Randolph or Randy if he's fucking, susceptible to it, and just come at it as, we made an agreement. You're here to help me, but if you're here to help me, then we are working together. I'm not just fucking dragging you around like some kind of fucking slave to get fucking information out of you and discard you.
Ash, I love you enough to respectfully disagree, but still hold you in high favor and just agree to disagree at this point. But I think Carson's voice on the topic should hold more weight than both of ours.
I have been an aggressive, spited jaded person since I jumped into the font of inspiration. I've been trying to be chill about it. I'm sorry that it's bleeding through. There's a lot that's happened to me.
We accept your apology.
There's a lot that's happened to me in the past couple weeks. I'm 19. I haven't seen as much as you guys. And I don't understand how you guys have all been so cool about it.
Randolph, who has been like leaning up against this window this entire time, in and out of consciousness, because he's still outside, like does like smack on the window, and you do hear like a, I don't care what we do as long as I can live here in the end. Although a little respect would be nice. And he finishes that off by like regurgitating a lot of blood out like against the window, like so that he can like fit more in.
Whose car is he
Now's the
in?
time. Hold on. Now's the time to ask him, Randolph, does Rudy feel disrespectful to you, or have you kind of coined it as a nickname from Carson? Does it disrespect you in any kind of way?
Who called me Rudy?
Pizza Planet guy. The guy over here. The one you promised to help.
Oh, Pizza Planet guy. Oh, fuck. I don't even know his name.
His name's Carson.
Hi.
Well,
So, are you okay with Carson calling you Rudy, or would you rather him call you Randolph?
Oh,
I
fuck.
just like
Fucked if I care.
I whispered to Doc. I'm like, I like low-key meant it to be disrespectful.
I know you did. Just let it run.
Okay.
I mean, Randolph would be nice. I'm a master vampire. I'm kind of a big deal, and like some of his buttons pop
you
off.
You were, to be fair, you were like you chose to leave that position behind.
Yeah.
Now you're kind of a vampire doped up on, blood.
I'm just happy here. This is the place where I feel healthiest here.
But to let bygones be bygones, Carson, will you please refer to Randolph as Randolph henceforth so we can achieve your goal? Because I do believe your goal is more important than calling him Rudy.
Yeah, but I'm not calling him Master.
No. I haven't called him Master since we met him.
Not even, yeah.
Okay. All right.
So,
Master of what?
So I think we can all find a happy medium here. If you call him Randolph, but he stays with us until we find out who and where Diaviki is, for him to complete his promise to you.
That's the thing. Since we're all being honest right now, Randolph, can you actually help me find Diaviki, or were you just talking out of your ass?
Oh, well, little of both. I'm gonna need that library you talked about. I'm not communing with shit out here, but you get me some resource materials. I know some stuff.
All right. So while you're here, I want you to just you can get stoned, hang out, help us if you want. Enjoy yourself, man. And then when we're back at the Planesbreaker, you'll help me find Diaviki, and then we'll fucking send you back here. Cool?
If you promise, I love you guys. It's fine. I believe you.
You don't even know my name.
Pizza.
Don't fucking call me.
That's
Cash, do you see what we've been kind of talking about here?
To be fair, he's still high off his ass. Look at him right now. He's a fucking balloon.
He's been high since we got here.
Yeah.
So calling him Rudy, if we give him the high pass for him calling it Carson Pizza, I think Carson calling him Rudy is kind of
prior to arriving here, before he got into his blood fueled fucking high here, he was asking us to call him Randolph when we were by the wrong name.
But if I asked him not to call me Pizza, and he continues,
and that's not even the biggest thing here. Why is it so wrong to ask to call somebody by what they asked to be called?
Doc,
Carson, ask him to call you Carson.
No, Doc, I really appreciate you having my back and seeing that I'm going through it. But Cash, I also appreciate you calling me out where I'm being a dick. Because, like, I'm not a dick. I don't want to be a dick. It's just...
You're mad.
I have Pizza Boy fucking DNA in my blood. You know how...
I know. But, like, again, that's something we need to figure out. And, again, that's why I also don't think fucking antagonizing them right now, and we still need to figure out what the fuck that even means. You know, like... I think once we know a little bit more, I will help you get to the top. I will fucking hold them down while you fucking murder them. If you know, like, if that is the end game, you know, we can fucking abandon everything after this and just fucking go take down Pizza Planet. But I think at the very least we should understand what it is, because it's clearly not just a pizza chain at this point.
You hear a bang, bang, bang on the window again, and you hear, like, Randolph being like, "Are you guys supposed to chop the foot off a god or something? Shouldn't you be doing that?"
Yeah, we should probably go do that. So we're leaving Aglar, and we're taking Rudy. That's what we've come to the conclusion of.
Yeah. Rudy sticks with us until we can take him to the library. He literally just said that the library would be beneficial for him finding the Avakey, so he comes with us for sure.
Do you need me to come with you to chop pits off God?
No, we'll circle back for you, but you stay where you're at.
Oh
Yeah, like, you should just stick with us. You can get stoned and shit, just we probably should keep an eye on you.
Just like tie him to the back of the car and drag him along with us.
And his shirt's like like all the buttons have burst. It's not even on him anymore. He's got like these like now like blood engorged man titties like floating out. And he's just like, "I'm doing pretty good here, actually. Healthiest I've ever been."
He's not good out there. I don't know why we haven't brought him into one of these cars yet.
I'm just picturing the glutton from Seven and with a face full of spaghetti, dead in a face full of fucking spaghetti. That's all I can picture from this guy.
So, I don't know. We'll take Rudy with us. We'll leave Aglar. Has it come to the next day? Like, do we have our recovery rolls
Yeah,
back?
you're already all rested up. Like you've had a meal, you had a good nap, and then you've just been like chilling in the living room and just like getting your shit together.
I'm gonna go give Aglar one of my vapes.
Okay.
So we are making it next day and everything?
Yeah, go ahead and reset your number of recovery rolls.
That doesn't give us our pools back, right?
Nope.
No.
Only the recovery rolls or other healing items do. There is no infinite or instant reset. So you give Aglar a vape, and he's like, yeah, he'll take like a hit off your vape or whatever, and he's like, "Oh, wish that this would give me cancer."
Yeah, it won't.
I would just mutate out of it.
Can't you mutate into it?
The more I change, the more I'm part of this building.
Yeah, I don't really give a fuck what a pizza manager has to say. I flip him off and walk out of the room.
Fair.
You try to be fucking nice to somebody, he starts fucking assistant manager.
Manager bullshit. All right, yeah, you guys, you're all set up. Let me preload stuff. You are all set up. You've got rested. You've got your stuff together. There's like even a little extra food from the kitchen that you could have. That's why I haven't really been tracking meals. You guys have been primo on that shit lately. So you're doing pretty good, all things considered. You have multiple choices of how you could head out here. You could explore around a bit more randomly if for some reason you wanted to. You could, you know how to find the Soma now. You could do that. Or if you wanted to head back to the Planebreaker to Timeborn, you could do that as well. It's up to you how you tackle things.
I'm dying for some fucking cigarettes, man. My pack got fucking covered in blood.
I got a vape that's 0.02, Nick.
Jack's like, give me. God, anything. Fuck.
It tastes like raspberries, and it is like not nicotine at all. Like it doesn't help whatsoever.
Funny part, during your guys' whole argument, Duke went and took a nap.
The raspberries taste like raspberries.
But when I was AFK, I just assumed Jack was like walking Fido or something. I typed that in, but it didn't say that.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, I don't know. Jack would have taken him for a walk or something. I don't know. Yeah, he hates the vape, and he's like, it tastes okay, I guess, but like, it's not enough.
Do you want to like go back to the Planesbreaker and drop Randolph off where he can actually get some work done, and then come back and go to the Toe of the God, to the Soma? Or should we just bring him to the Soma? Or should we just explore around for a bit?
I think
We go back.
If you want him to have the time to do the research, we bringing him now so that once we complete the toe.
If we go back, can you put a sidecar on my bike then?
Well, it might take like a couple hours, but yeah, I could. We just have to like find one, and then installation isn't too bad. It's the alignment that's tough.
Maybe I can find a waterproof case for my smokes.
Underwater cigarettes? That might
I just need
exist.
something to keep the liquids out. Until I find someplace dry to smoke.
Randolph actually pipes up and he's like, why don't you just deal with the God thing now? I mean, how long will that really take you? And I'll just sit here and absorb a bit more before I have to dry out.
I actually kind of agree with Randolph. I'm kind of on Team Soma right now. We're here. Let's just do it.
Alright.
He's not going anywhere. Look at him.
He's fucking
Enjoy your
doped out
last
of his
few
mind,
hits
and he
then,
ain't
Randolph.
Not being doped out of his mind.
Oh,
When we come back, you're coming with us.
like even touching him is gross at this point because he's like kind of like this like spongy material right now.
Wait, Randolph or
Randolph.
Yeah, okay.
Plus, we can watch him too when we go back. Make sure he's not trying to enslave Timeborn.
I don't think that's what he's really about, but
I think he's just looking for content, and I found it. And I think if we take him away from it, it's almost more motivation to get back here. So
I was never a good master vampire. Remember, I kind of did it accidentally.
yeah,
Oh, yeah, he
I
said he was
remember.
the
I remember
vampire lord.
the Dodgers baseball cap he put on. That said everything we needed to see.
Alright, let's go do this god
You're
toe.
kind of a choose the team
Jack
that
pulled out his
wins
knife.
guy, not really a leader.
Oh. Okay. And he's just like in the car. I'm assuming you put him into a car and like drain the car to like make him at least like semi-sober up or something for a bit.
Can we have dragged him into the house?
Oh, you could, yeah, if you wanted, you can drag him into the house because the house also drains. Well, it's got like an airlock to it.
well, we're heading out, right?
Yeah, we're
We're
taking
bringing
him
him?
with us to the toe?
Yeah.
Are we?
Did he, yeah.
Okay,
well,
alright.
like, would he have, when we did our our rest period there? Would he have like shrunk down a bit?
If you
We wouldn't
dragged
have
him
left him
inside, then
outside.
yeah, like if you drag him
Yeah.
inside, he'll basically by the time you're done like a full like whatever rest
Yeah, we
by the
wouldn't-
next day, he's pretty much down to his normal size again.
Okay. Yeah, because we wouldn't have left him out there like while we were sleeping and shit. We would have just leave him out there for 12 hours while we're resting. Like,
He's like 6 meters across. Yeah, in that case, he's not only back down to his normal size, but he's probably thinking a little more rationally, little calmer as well. Well, right. I guess I will accompany you. Is that it?
Yeah, we're gonna go get this toe of the god and try to finish this. And then we'll take you back to Planesbreaker. You can help us find Yaviki. Then you can come back here. You can do it.
Sounds good. Sure. Yeah.
Got a helmet for this guy to wear in case he has to leave the fucking car.
I mean, at first it's just empowering. It's only if I'm out there for hours and hours that it starts to be a little overwhelming. I'm not gonna lie.
Gotcha. So as long as we don't let you out too late, we'll turn into a fucking, I don't know, overripe strawberry with fangs.
It's like anything. I guess it is better in moderation, like sugar or heroin. It's just you need to have it in small doses.
Yeah. It's not something you can do daily like Coke.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, who's riding with me? Leo, let's go.
I'm with you.
Fido.
I'll go hop in.
Get in the car, Fido.
As we're walking, I'll be like, or floating or whatever. I'm like, yeah, just open the doors. We're driving. We'll just say the dog ran away.
Jack will literally kill us all. He will literally brutally murder every person. Like it wouldn't even. Could believe that story. He could think that like it just happened, and he would murder all of us.
Yeah, even if we said the dog just escaped, we would just die anyways. That's a good point.
The dog's approaching the car and like he hears some of this and he looks at you like and just like he sighs and moves on.
Okay, so don't be thrown up in the car again, dog. I'll just get in the car.
I'm gonna assume Jack didn't hear all this. This was whispered after he put Fido in the.
Yeah, you were on your bike with your helmet on and it wasn't over.
Waving at Fido from a distance, be a good boy,
The dog actually waves back.
Oh hell yeah!
Was it because he's not a dog?
He's like a demon in the shape of a dog.
He's a demon in the shape of a dog. He's not a dog. You guys have several demons in the party. Good on you. Yeah. So with that, you get into your vehicles and you start following the streams as you were told, because you hear as you go along the channels of Sanguine, you hear the as this big flow of what it was a massive heartbeat of some kind makes this in the liquid of the entire dimension flow and ebb over and over, and you kind of follow where it is slowly going to, and you get to this large white mass amongst another one of these forests of these tendril things, and all the liquid seems to slowly be sort of coalescing into this area. You're guessing the mass is probably absorbing it or something, considering it's got to go somewhere, right? And you do see at the top of this mass, this like I said, it's fleshy, almost cancerous mass thing, maybe almost a collection of eggs or something. You're not sure, but at the top of it is an area where it occasionally opens up as you see liquid being drawn into it.
I don't have a pleasant visual right now. That's fucking gross. What the fuck, kid?
Oh, it's like a cancerous anus, basically. And actually, I forgot to mention, inside of it, when it opens up, you actually see what looks to be some sort of runic magic circle inside of the cancer anus.
Well, I look over at Leo. I'm I can't bet any amount of money the fucking toe of the god is the inside of the cancer.
I feel like I'm gonna be sick.
Can you not puke in my BMW?
I'm good. I'm good. He's gonna like hold his stomach a bit.
Oh, and the opening's only about somewhere between like 1 to 1.5 meters wide when it's open.
Cash gets on the fucking radio. He's like, "Hey, y'all see? It look like a butthole to you?"
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Oh,
Definitely a butthole.
definitely forbidden.
Y'all see what's inside of it?
Try not
Darkness.
to look.
The forbidden anal bead?
Nice.
I think it's a suppository.
Well, like, I think that we need that.
I think we have to get closer to find out. $5 on anal bead.
I would like
I'll
to
take that
mention
bet.
that I described cancerous anus, and my viewer count went from 9 to 4.
That was the line right there.
That was it. They're like, I'm out.
You're like, nope, skipping this
Not
scene.
the fucked up Christmas dinner we had, like with a literal corpse on the table. This is our people. Nope.
No, now we know the 4 people watching are real ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm one of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's just us, right?
Yeah, it's just you guys.
Everybody that's not at the table just left. The rest of us are trapped. No, I'm kidding.
Don't worry,
Yeah,
we'll
like-
reel it back in, chat. We'll reel it back in. Eventually.
No, we won't.
We won't. Yeah, no.
What are you talking about?
It only gets worse from here.
Yeah, we're about to enter the anus.
Yeah.
We're about to do what Ant-Man could not.
I'll do like a drive-by with my BMW and try to do like a perception check.
All right. Yeah. Intellect task then for me, please.
I
Just
would like to try to peer into the butthole.
Okay. To look where only
touched the
hamsters
left.
have gone.
Yeet!
Oh, damn.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's not the solid crits you guys were getting last time, but good. You look in, and once again, the main thing you see is this like sort of like pink purple runic circle of some kind, and it's like looking into like some sort of like interdimensional like tunnel thing. It's like energy and the fluid and everything like being sucked in to what you're pretty sure you've seen sort of similar things before. It looks kind of similar to the gate you opened up when you opened the gate to get here, actually, or even the gate to get to the vampire domain. It looks like a magical gateway of some kind.
And not large enough to fit the cars in.
Doesn't look like it's large enough for the vehicles. You guys could probably easily swim in it, like it stays open long enough for like you guys like as a group to get in at once, but it's not wide enough to fit any of the vehicles.
Even the motorcycle?
It's a stretch. I don't want to use that word. It's as I said that was bad. I would say no.
Oh my god.
Okay.
It's a stretch. Oh, man.
Brandy. Broody. Randolph.
There you go. Carson, reel it in.
I'm sorry. I turned my vape up to 4.4 and ooh.
It's fine, Carson. When?
Are you? Oh, you know my name. Great.
Oh, I was
Are you
just
coming?
high as shit before. I apologize for that.
Are you coming into the butthole? Or are you hanging out here?
I'm a bit of a coward. You've probably picked up on this. If there's any intensity going on in there, I don't really want to be a part of it. I will help you on your quest. You've helped me get out of my hellhole, but I'm not in for a tussle with god feet or anuses or whatever the fuck this is.
Yeah, if you don't want to come in the butthole, that's fine. I was just wanting to see what you want to do.
I would
I'm gonna go
prefer
come in
not.
that butthole.
Maybe on the back.
Yeah. Phrasing.
Yeah, maybe phrase that differently for your memoirs.
Oh, sorry. I'll go enter the butthole.
Interdimensional sphincter, maybe better description.
I guess all going into
Whatever,
the
anyways.
butthole?
I'm to enter the ass.
Randall, if you're watching the vehicles, if anything happens to my bike, I'll kill you.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'll kill everybody.
Understood.
Is Fido coming?
The dog nods.
Fido. Oh, yeah, Fido, you want to come with? Okay. Come on. Come here, Fido.
I don't know if I wanna...
as you stumble over whether he should come or not, the dog will sort of tilt his head at you quizzically.
Oh, he doesn't want to come? He can stay.
He shrugs. Just lays down on the seat.
All right. You stay here, Fido. Watch Randolph.
Why does it need to be a butthole? It doesn't. No.
Can I send my familiar in first?
You can. Sure,
I
sure.
want to send the lizard into the butthole to see what's on the other side.
All right. Are you able to? Do you have like a telepathic like connection with your familiar?
I have. All right. So I don't have anything that says it specifically, but I do have mind reading, and I'm willing to spend the intellect points for it. If you'll allow that.
Well, that's just with the creature with
mind read your
short
familiar?
range.
I get close to the butthole, and he's on the other side of the butthole. Is that short range?
I'm going to say in this particular case it doesn't work because he is literally traveling through a portal to somewhere else.
Okay, that's Jesus Christ. It's getting dark.
Oh, it's a
that's
portal?
Fair enough.
The dark butthole.
Yeah.
Jack's pretty quick.
Let me see.
And
what
nimble.
Something.
Yeah, he could slide in that butthole and pop out real fast
Doc
if he needs.
You know what?
Yeah.
I think Doc would go through first. I do think that. I think Doc would take the plunge, so to speak.
Doc doesn't like sloppy seconds. Is that-
Carson's right with you, to be honest.
He's gonna slide in.
Is anyone holding back for a second, or is everyone just going to give her right away on the butthole?
I'm down to enter the butthole at the same time. Scott.
Yeah. Group effort.
Group entering of the butthole. Let's go.
All right.
I would have to go in last, like be looking in, like he's like I said, he's feeling sick, right? So he just jump in after everyone else has went in.
Through it as it opens up once again for this like siphoning of energy and liquids and everything. You go into it and you can feel yourself it's that same sudden like weightlessness falling feeling you've been getting from the other portals as you're sucked through, and next thing you know you're in a air-filled void and you land upon this fleshy squishy surface, and inside of this area lined with like flesh and bones and everything like this is this domain of like there's like pools of blood. There's everyone can see the map, right? Just making sure.
Yeah, it's fucking sweet.
Okay, made it today. Yeah, and in it you can see across this like semi-broken bridge or whatnot, you can see this collection of fleshy material of some kind with this like statue upon it. The statue that is constantly bleeding from its eyes and its nose and ears and everything, and bleeding down into this pool, which seems to be collecting around it, and it seems to be chained to the center. And as you enter, you hear a voice suddenly boom into your head. Who enters my domain?
Person?
At least he didn't say butthole.
Yeah, did you realize your domain's a butthole?
Oh no. Carson, we're here we seek the toe.
You seek the toe of what? Approach me and subjugate.
I'm gonna lean into Leo. What does subjugate mean?
I think it means explain. I don't know.
Is it sexual?
I don't think so.
All right.
I think you're good.
I'll step forward. No
Okay.
fear.
I'm stepping with. I'm not letting Carson go alone. Doc would step forward with Carson.
Yeah,
Wait,
feel
wait,
free
wait.
to move around or wander as you wish. There's
Wait,
no
wait,
walls
wait,
or
hold on.
anything, so stay on the map.
Cash like moves up and kind of like puts his hand on their chest. Is like, hold on. He's like, I subjugate to nobody. Who are you?
Yeah.
I
No one's controlling us. We control ourselves.
Soma.
Oh, that's Soma. Soma, how many toes you got?
No, I would love to subjugate to you, Soma.
No, Carson, stop.
Yeah, I'll subjugate all day.
I
I don't think that word means what you think it means.
am a being of flesh. I am a being of blood. I have all the toes.
Does it have like a physical toe on it now that I'm closer?
The statue itself, which is not, it doesn't move when you hear the voice or anything. It actually is not moved at all. It's got like it's stone, like it's the stone statue, and it's got like robes that go all the way down. You don't see feet.
Like look back at the boys. I don't see feet.
Yeah, so calm down. Stop just giving yourself to the butthole.
I was gonna try to steal the toe.
Oh yeah, Randolph's
I
not here.
understand you're good at certain things, but you have to see it to steal it.
Cash steps forward another step and says, why don't you show yourself instead of just hiding behind your voice?
Very well. You called for it, so you called for it. I would like initiatives from everybody, please.
Here we go. Can I request a restroom break before we start?
Yeah, let's do a quick break. Sure. Give it like 5 to 10 or whatever, and then feel free to roll your initiatives when you get back or now or whatever you wish.
Roll them on
Well,
right now.
I already had a quick bathroom break, so I'll just entertain the audience while we wait.
I'm gonna wait to build suspense.
I was gonna cut his toe off and run away.
It's a brilliant plan. You're close, but
yeah.
Wasn't sure how you're going to handle this,
doesn't have like the bottom.
but it looks like you're going to be a little hostile, so that's how we're going to handle it. Yeah. Actually, we're mostly gone. I will just use the BRB screen, so anyone watching, we'll be right back.
Yeah, we're gonna use guns, but we're gonna give it a little magical twist. Everything that they believed is real from the 20s is kind of like the realm I'm going with.
Oh,
So, to really kind of give it some high fantasy vibes with guns, almost.
That's cool.
Yeah. So I've been writing. I've been enjoying it. And I miss it. I miss conducting. You know.
mm-hmm. GM seat's my favorite seat.
Yeah. And my players miss playing. Honestly, they all. When are we playing again? When are we playing again? I'm like, I need a break. Like, so I don't know if I told you guys this, but for my 40th birthday, we all rented a cabin in the mountains and played about 30 hours worth of D&D over 3 days. So
Nice.
we played, so we did like an entire high level adventure. Very stereotypical, but fun, like high level stereotypical fun, but for 30 hours. And we cooked we never left the cabin. We stayed there, we ate there, we bought all the food that we needed to cook, and we bought all the drinks we needed to drink, and literally woke up, cooked breakfast, and played D&D through dinner all the way to like 11, 12 o'clock at night for 3 days. And it was,
Man, I haven't done that shit in years.
yeah, I basically told my wife, and like when it all happened, I was like, you know, if you want to give me my dream, it's literally to go on vacation and play, you know, role-playing games for the entire time. So,
Yeah.
so we ended up with like, I think there were 9 players, me and an assistant DM. So my best friend since I was in high school was my assistant DM. So he kind of ran spreadsheets and HP pools and reminded me of abilities that I didn't, you know, you didn't have to remember everything. So you kind of had a 2-person DM. And he even ran a couple combats and I assisted him. So it worked out really well. So.
Yeah, so you didn't have to be like on the entire time, right?
Yeah, I mean,
That's cool.
I
I did
mean,
the same
running a
thing.
campaign, even running an adventure for 9 people is kind of daunting, right?
Yeah, 100%.
But when you have 2 of you, it literally cuts it in half. It's like you have 4.5 people. So, and that's super manageable. So,
Yeah, when you have larger groups like that, you have to have like a co-GM. Like the one of the larger groups I've had was when I was before the pandemic happened. Oh wow, major effect. I had like 11 people in our D&D game here. Like, you need someone to help you at that point, so that we could but in person you can have a lot more people because, you know, they can split off, do their own thing. And if you have the co-DM, they can run like the mini encounters or like side referee shit for you, stuff like that. Like,
yeah, if there's anyone ever willing to assistant DM, like literally willing, like my buddy Nathan, I'm telling you guys, he was the MVP of the trip, but literally willing to not be the storyteller, but be willing to just do all of the daunting tasks to make sure it ran smoothly. Like, there's nothing better. There's nothing better for somebody running a game to have somebody like on top of all the minuscule things. It was awesome.
it depends on the system as well. Like Pathfinder or D&D, obviously, like you need the help more. If it's like Fate or Power by the Apocalypse or something like that, obviously it's not as big of a deal. But I mean, it's still super helpful.
That was before my eyes were open to all this kind of stuff, though. That was back when I was literally, Hasbro owned.
Ew.
At this point, like it would take a lot to get me to go back to a gritty system. I am eyeing the MCDM stuff, though. I think the MCDM stuff is going to be fun. But I mean, we got to wait a little bit.
Hopefully, I mean, I have a love-hate relationship with his stuff because he's like, he has a lot of good ideas, and he's got like a lot of passion about it. But at the same time, he's a little slap happy and messy with his design sometimes. So We'll see how
but
it
I
goes.
feel like he's got a good team. Like, have you watched the other interviews with the other developers in that group?
Oh yeah, that's why I do have some hope for it, but we'll see how it goes.
So Matt, like, I don't like worship him, and I do disagree with him a lot, but he does point out to me that the flaws I didn't realize that were in D&D a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully, I mean, we'll see, right? We'll see. I think we'll all I at least read through it for sure.
Who are we missing in the initiative order?
Looks like Cash Money.
No, Cash is in there.
Cash is there.
We're
There he is.
missing
Me.
There's
he rolled
that
the 13.
beautiful head of hair.
And we gotta deal with.
I was here, and then I stepped away to turn the toaster oven on. We're having some nachos gabagool.
Ooh, nachos.
The gabagool.
Nachos.
Yeah, I was watching the early sessions of Cleaning Crew, and then like it was like the second session of Cleaning Crew. I ate nachos gabagool, and I made myself so jealous watching myself eat nachos gabagool.
All right, we went from a nat 20 to a nat 1. Let's go.
Hate my life.
All right. First, we're gonna deal with the nat 20. Yeah, because I can cook on the nat 1 for the moment. Leo, so you got a nat 20 on your initiative with a major effect. Do you happen to know, have any ideas of what you might want a major effect to be?
I had one just because the dog was climbing on me. I was gonna say maybe Fido jumps through. If anyone has any ideas,
Fido comes through for helping after all.
I don't know. Or unless anyone else.
I'm gonna sort of leave that one a little bit up to Platt because Platt's the one that controls him. Did you want Fido in this?
Maybe don't.
I don't know. This seems kind of dangerous. I feel like, I mean, we could. I don't know. If he dies, he's gone, right? Like.
Yeah, he is a earned follower, a restricted follower. So open follower. So if he dies, he's gone. He's not from a feature.
Anyone got any ideas? I couldn't. I was trying to think of something. Maybe like get up closer, or I don't know. I was gonna move up anyways.
As a major effect, I think you should get like a surprise action.
I'd be up for that. Yeah. If you want an extra action before anything happens, I'd like.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give some flavor text or whatnot, but I'll let you act, and then whatever happens. And then we go back to the initiative. However, Duke, you got a nat 1. I'm going to let you know what happened with that nat 1 in just a second. I got to do the flavor text first. I see you making gestures over there. They're right. They're rightful. It's fine. So
At least I'm doing the right one, right?
So this is a big deal. This is why I've actually on the stream I've actually got real epic combat music and stuff going on. This is a big deal. You spoke hostily to a god. You pulled the whole Ghostbusters you should have said you were a god situation or subjugated, and instead you did not do what the fledgling godling asked, and as a result you're just show yourself. It was Cash that said that, and Carson was the one that was the closest, but it was Cash that said that, and you're show yourself, and the entire realm begins to shake, the sloshing of the blood pools ahead of you is just sort of moving and rippling around. The entire thing sort of ripples and moves like you're inside of a giant entity. So before anything happens, I guess we can hit begin combat. All right. So before anything happens, Leo, is there something you would like to do in preparation, maybe to help brace yourself or prepare for an attack or do something else? Basically, you're getting an extra action.
Yeah, I'm just ready the glizzy just for an attack. Or
okay.
Move up? Or
Yeah,
one of the other
because you can move as part of an action.
I'll just boogie up like here.
Yeah, you can do 3 meters without the roll, or if you want to go further, it's the speed roll.
Oh yeah, I'll do the speed roll.
All right.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, go ahead and roll a speed
Creep
task
up.
for me, please. I don't think you have movement skill. No. That's not going to make it, though. You would actually be back towards
Like
more,
there?
like there.
there?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I just have the glizzies ready,
Okay.
and then
All right.
that'd be
So on top of your regular action that you're going to get, you are also when something bad appears or something shootable appears, you're going to get a free shot off on top of your regular action. Speaking of which, let's see here. Where do I want it to appear? I'm gonna have it appear there because that's kind of where you guys are at. So there you go.
So does that like pop out of the out of nowhere?
So you see like the bottom part of it, I've
God.
colored it to be like submerged under the blood, whereas the tentacles come up and around. It seems to like rise from these blood pools down below. I've chosen this spot to start with. So yeah, Leo, you see something shootable arrive.
Do I recognize these tentacles?
How much hentai have you watched? I don't know.
No, are
Look
they the
familiar.
ones that
From his backstory.
from my backstory? Are they the ones that took my co-pilot or my wingman and tried to get what's her name from before?
Oh, right.
That I saved her from.
No, these would be different.
Okay.
yeah, I just blasted this closest tentacle right here. Like
All right.
as soon as it popped up,
Sure. Yeah, shoot at the tentacle.
he's like looking this way, and it pops up to his left. He's like, "Oh shit!"
I will let you know now. This is an extremely difficult fight that has started. This is very this is like boss fight territory. So, you're probably going to want to apply effort to ease the task, or
We
there's a
just
chance.
need Cash to one-shot it like last time.
Yeah, please.
Right?
You're muted,
that-
Miichi.
Put the effort in for the damage as well for the first one.
We just need to sever one of those tentacles. That's close enough to a toe, right?
Maybe. Fuck, dude.
3 is not nearly enough.
And I can take like another shot from my enabler because I can shoot 2 light weapons for the action, right?
Yes, I believe you can. That is correct.
Yeah, you're the dual wielder, right?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
you
just do
actually
the
go,
same thing.
as one action you go pop pop. Pop pop.
But man, then it's not as bad. You just shock. He's like, "Oh, you shoot
Even
that
worse.
way."
It wasn't
Yeah,
a 1.
that-
It was close, but it wasn't a 1.
Yep.
All right. I almost skipped its turn. It's its turn. Right. Well, Leo, you just shot it point blank. So this thing is going to reach out, and just this like massive tentacle, just like it's like a building falling towards you, as it's like trying to like crush you. What would you like to do?
Is Leo in an immediate distance of me?
Yes.
Are we right next to each other?
Yes.
All right, I want to jump in here.
You want to take the attack or
I want to use know what to do. You can act immediately even if it's not your turn.
Oh,
Afterwards, I'm hindered.
yeah. Okay. So
and
as this
I want
tentacle is coming down,
Yeah, I want to cast force field barrier around Leo. As this tentacle comes to slam on him, you create an opaque stationary barrier of solid energy within immediate range. The barrier is 10 feet by 10 feet and of negligible thickness. It's level 2 barrier and lasts for 10 minutes.
okay, level 2 barrier, and you can spend effort to make it a higher level barrier.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, Cypher God, what that will help? Like, what does level 2 barrier mean? Because it doesn't really break down the mechanics of it.
Right. So Cypher's interesting that way. Is some of it's sort of subjective and up to the GM, which is why games can really differ from each other. So in this case, it's a level 2 barrier. So this would be impenetrable and untouchable by a level 2 creature. A higher level creature may not get through. Well, a level 2 is pretty weak, but if you were to like strengthen it to like a 3 or a 4, like a high level creature may not be able to get through it right away, but it will be able to get through it eventually.
Okay. I'm gonna spend 2 points of effort on it to make it a level 4 barrier. Then
a level 4 barrier. Okay. All right. And it lasts how long? 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Oh, nice. And it's barrier is 10 feet by 10 feet. Oh, it's like 10 feet by 10 feet. Oh, so it's like cuboid. Interesting.
Yeah, it doesn't really specify. Like,
I'm gonna let
feel
you.
like as long as it's 10 foot by 10 foot.
Would you like this to be cuboid? Would you like? I'm gonna give you the choice. Hemisphere. How would you like to shape this?
Can I make it heart shaped?
Heart shaped.
Yeah, a heart shaped.
How about for my sake, because I want to like lay down the thing to know where it is? Can we make it? Can we make it a circle or a square?
Thematically harp shaped, but mechanically cuboid.
A cuboid? Okay, that'll make it easier for me then. Yeah. So 3 meters by 3 meters, easy peasy, sweet. I can do this, and then there we go. And then I can just move it.
So do I need to roll that, or do I just? All right. So it's 2 points of effort. 3 intellect points. Is that? Do I need to just roll that?
There's no roll you'd have to do in this case. Yeah. You're just creating the barrier, and then it's just comparing levels and whatnot if it starts to do things to it. So where exactly do you want this barrier? Like right there?
Around Leo. Around. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay. You got it perfectly.
All right. Interesting. All right. Wow. Wasn't expecting that. Okay, so that means that the next time you have a turn, things are all hindered or something, right?
Hindered, yeah, correct. Just quick question before you jump forward. So the barrier costs me 3 intellect points. The 2 points of effort, how many intellect points do those cost me? That
would have been 3 for the first level and 2 for every level after that, so it's an additional 5. So you'd be spending 8 in total, minus your edge.
Okay. It's not good for the home team, but worth it to save Leo.
Then you have an edge of 2, so it cost you 6.
Oh, it cost me 6. I did that right. Okay, I did the math right. Okay.
Yeah, you did it right. Yep, 8 minus 2. You did it right.
They go to cover up, the shield would pop up and see the heart, and he'd be like, "Thanks, Doc."
So you created this force field around Leo. It costs you 6 points, but you don't know how many points. Like, you might have just stopped him from taking a hell of a lot more than that. So, yeah. But yeah, so landing on this heart, which is weird from this demon master, you're like, power of heart. But you put it down and this like tentacle just like slam, but it like reaches like drapes over top of this like heart-shaped thing. And you see it splinter and begin to crack. It looks like it's already falling apart. You're not even sure if it can handle one more hit, or if it does, it'll at least probably like lower the damage of the next hit. But you think this thing's going to easily break through the cube next time. But you probably just saved his arse, that's for sure. Yeah, we're gonna start this easy. I don't want to get into this too intense. I don't know if this is gonna go south or not. So Leo, it's your actual turn now, and I'm gonna give you this the force heart that's around you, because it's cracked and like parts of it are like falling in like anime style, as like, you know, it begins to disintegrate. I'm gonna say there are holes with which you can like fire through and stuff.
Okay.
I'm doing a lot of hand talking today.
It's because I said gabagool a bunch of times.
Gabagool.
No, yeah. I know what the fuck the tentacles. I'm sorry for any Italian that just witnessed that. Make me some spaghetti.
Yeah, they come out from like covering up, and then I'm gonna try to swipe them, like just a quick like. I don't know if this is gonna work. Apply.
Swipe him. Oh, so you're gonna try like hit him with the machete?
Yeah, try to like stun him or like hinder him.
Oh, the swipe ability. Oh.
Yeah.
Deals less damage but dazes your target for 1 round. All right. That is not even remotely enough.
Okay.
I am sorry.
He tried to poke the machete through the heart. He can't get it. That'll be my turn.
Yeah, damn heart got in your way. All right. I don't know why you're. Oh, yeah, you haven't fixed your token thingy, so it's Jack. Let's put Jack. Let's fix this. There we go.
Yeah, sorry. I mean, this thing's tentacles are like flailing around. Can I still slash at it with my cocaine knife?
I would say you'd have to get up to like the side of the bridge over there first.
Side of the bridge?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. If I roll this speed thing, do I lose my action if I can't,
You won't lose your action, you just can't move any further.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, I'll roll it then.
This is how we're running it here. Unless you GM intrusion, then I might fuck with you.
I was gonna say, could he get here inside the heart and then do it, but never mind.
This obviously isn't like a non-combat task, right? I'm assuming. Is this considered... Running's not a combat task, is it?
I mean, it's a task. Why?
Because my shadow can help me, right?
Oh, it's not a combat task. You're just running
okay, so
right
I
now.
can get my shadow reroll with like an asset.
Oh yeah, because it's non-combat tasks. He can help you. Yes, you can. Right? Yeah.
Okay,
Running's not a combat task.
All right. Cool. Yeah. I'm just gonna roll that again with an asset then.
Okay. Okay.
Is
4 is
what
what
I
you
needed?
needed. Yeah, 4 is what you needed.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. Jack runs all the way up, and then I'm going to attack it.
I feel like you almost
my
like slipped off of the like wet bridge, but like he's there behind you, like gently lifting you, be like, "Come on, buddy."
Yeah.
Or sorry, I guess he had a different way to be like, "Oh, I've got you. It's all right."
That one. Yep, that was the one. All right. I'm going to just do like a regular attack, I guess. Okay, but I can use my shadow thing again, right? I have the points to. It takes like 3 intellect points, but I have an int edge of 3.
I thought it was.
I can use it for attacks.
Oh, you can use it for attacks. Oh, okay. I thought you said it was non-combat.
I have there's non-combat is like the base thing, but then when I hit tier 2, I got a thing that lets me use it for attack rolls and speed defense rolls.
Oh, okay. So
Or
it
does
just
it, like,
costs you or
link it?
whatever? Yeah, do it up. If you got it, use it.
Yeah, it costs me 3 intellect, but I have 3 in edge, so... Alright, so I'll re-roll that with an asset then.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, you do. Okay. Well, yeah, your edge is not where I thought it was going to be. You have like no intellect, but a really high
Everybody
edge.
probably thought, no, it's 3 intellect, yeah. So I can re-roll all the time.
That is an odd build. I like that. Good re-roll. I like it.
Yeah, okay,
That's what you get.
And for my last trick, I am just going to use Getaway, which lets me move a short distance or get behind cover, and I'm just going to back off.
Oh, yeah. It just costs a speed point. And you've got the one edge in there. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
There we go, yeah.
I like that. Yeah, you darting in, darting out. I like it. Yeah, that did not work out for you. You like after almost slipping on the bridge, you went up and like with your cocaine knife, like tried to stab at this thing, but it's got that thick rubbery hide, and getting through to it was not easy. So go ahead and pass your turn when you're done. Hash.
Yes, me. How high is the ceiling?
You don't see a ceiling. It just goes up and up into this red mist that seems to go on for maybe ever.
Wonderful. And the tentacles are like flailing around right now, right?
Yeah.
So what I would like to do, I'm trained in climbing. So what I would like to do is using my clawed gauntlets, I want to run and grab onto one of the tentacles with the intention of using its momentum when it is swinging up to throw myself into the air.
Oh, cool. All right. I think you're still going to need a speed task to get up to them and do an action.
Do you want me to roll climbing? As well?
Well, let's start with the speed task to see if you can even get to them.
Yep.
Because that might change what you're going to be doing. Because one's not enough. You need a 4.
I need a 4 to run up to him?
To run more than an immediate distance and do an action? Yeah.
Okay.
Because to do short distance in action is a speed task of 4. It was 2 in Windermere, but that's because I said it was going easy on you guys. But for this campaign, It's been 4.
We were using like action hero rules or whatever, right?
Yeah, because you guys had like power shifts and stuff. You were superheroes. So I was like making everything.
I don't have any XP to reroll, so I'm just going to.
Can I give him one?
How,
Can I give him an XP?
How would you be assisting him in this case?
I am a speedy boy too. When he like runs up to the median distance, I could like huck him with my hands, like let him.
You're
like,
nowhere
work
near
with
him
to throw him up. Oh shit!
You're
You're
closer
up
on the
there.
bridge.
He's over there.
Could I give him an XP and do it where he jumps off of the heart maybe like onto the tentacle?
Or the force field with my XP?
I would say in this case, Doc is the one that would, with the force field thing, I would say that you can do that, yeah. All right.
I'll do it.
So you get a reroll then? Doc
so I'm going to
it.
move myself at least up to the barrier.
Yeah.
Because
And
that
like I
makes
said,
sense.
there's holes so you can like climb in and or around it like a jungle gym at this point. And yeah, go ahead and make a reroll just for the movement.
Okay.
Yo, your guys, you need better rolls.
No.
You need better rolls.
We wasted them all last time.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. That's okay.
That increase I gave you.
Listen. I'm on top of the barrier right now. We'll work with it. But that's all I can do if that's the case.
Okay. Well, you still have an action. You didn't use an action.
I still have an action?
Yeah. Yeah. You just.
I thought I needed an action. I needed to roll it to do an action and move.
No, to action and move a short distance. You can move an immediate distance and still take an action. Because you failed. You failed. You were only able to move an immediate distance, but you still have an action.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't lose your action out of that. They're not that much of dicks.
I don't think there's anything really that I can do. You know what? I'm going to use an action for recovery.
Okay. All right. Action recovery. Go for it.
Yeah, so at the very least, I can do something.
7 points back. Not bad. Not bad.
There, that brings my pools up to full, and then next turn we can hopefully focus on doing something cool.
Doc, it's your real turn.
Doc is gonna actually, after exerting so much energy to block the blow to Leo, Doc is just gonna go into his demonic shape on this turn.
All right.
So, I mean, I know I'm not supposed to roll, but I feel like it's easier to make the intellect pool go down.
Well, there's a pay button in the roll window.
Oh, where's the pay button?
When you open up the roll window, there's 2 buttons there: roll, pay, cancel. Roll, there's 3 buttons. If you just click pay, it doesn't roll it. It just pays for it.
The call. All right, I'm gonna pay. I'm gonna pay for that.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna give myself 1 back because I rolled.
Whatever floats your boat. As long as it's paid, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. There you go. And
So when you pay, real quick, so when I paid, it only went down 1. Is it because I have an edge 2?
well, what does it normally cost? Demon shape? Yeah.
It costs 3
it only went,
points.
Yeah, because it's 3 minus 2 is the cost.
No, no, wait.
Yeah. Yeah, it's only cost you 1 to change your shape. And then to change your shape,
I'm going into full human demon form.
Yeah. To change your shape, you can do it in one of 2 ways. There's the tags tab, but in your demon shape ability at the bottom of it, there's the 4 buttons now. Just click a demon, and now all your demon stuff pops up.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You did mention that to me before.
Yeah.
Do you want me to click that so you know what it is?
Well, click on the demon thing, and it actually swaps your combats. Like you get your claw attacks, it swaps out your resistances, stuff like that. So it actually like adapts. So you'll notice in your combat now, you now have your demon attack, your demon armor, your demon resistances.
Done.
You keep your ward and stuff. So like it automates all of that. You're now in demon form.
I've never noticed the pay button, and I'm sure it's always been there, but now I know.
It's okay. So yeah, you freak out and just like much to Duke's chagrin.
Can I send my familiar on it can move, right? What can my familiar move at immediate distance?
Pets. We have did we not make a token for your familiar?
We never did. It's always been kind of an assumption thing
to
this
yeah.
point.
Right. Okay. Yeah, well, I'll make one for next time, maybe.
I'll make it easy for you. I just want my familiar on top of the force field, like ready to pounce onto the tentacle.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that. Okay. I'm not sure if you're familiar. Can your familiar even do attack actions?
It can. It sure can.
Yeah.
And at level 3, it's pretty gnarly too. So.
Oh yeah, because it has like a poison to it and shit. It definitely attacks. Okay.
Yeah.
100%. Awesome sauce. All right. Pass your turn when you're done.
Yeah. Gotcha. And in turn.
Carson.
Thanks for letting me
Yeah.
Awesome. I would like to, like, these tentacles bursted out and whatnot, but like, can I take a peek at the statue? Has the statue like changed at all? Does the power seem to be coming from the statue? Like,
the statue's still dripping. The tentacles. The statue's still dripping blood, and like you see these like spinal conduits leading to like the fleshy base that the statue was on top of, as well as like the 4 chains that are like going down into the bones, basically, that the mound that the statue was on. The statue itself has not moved or changed or anything like that.
And what is this base? It's like fleshy material that the spines seem to be like.
So the statue is stone, and then there's like this stone base, and it almost looks like this fleshy material has been growing up and around it, like it was sort of implanted there, and the flesh has started to grow over it. And actually, you know what? Now that you're closer, because like maybe you didn't notice it at first because like everything was happening and there was a statue and stuff. But as you take a moment to examine it, and I won't make you roll for this or anything, you realize what the fuck was her name again? You realize that the statue is of Lucy Morifel.
Okay.
The blood wizard.
And I guess the last thing I'll ask about, just like looking at this thing, do the chains seem like they're holding something down? Or like are they for
attached,
cosmetic effect?
They're attached like into her torso, each chain.
Well, shit. I don't know what to do with that.
Who knows? Maybe nothing. Maybe nothing. Maybe everything. Who knows?
Okay. Fuck it. We are going to take a shot at these tentacles. I'm assuming I'm like in point blank range, right?
Yeah.
So I would get an asset or an easement on that? 'Cause it's a ranged
Yes,
weapon?
that's correct, because we've been running it raw. Although in future campaigns, I'm going to swap that because it's a really weird rule that makes no sense.
Eesh.
That is not enough. Your guys' rolls. I don't think I've seen you roll, except for the one initiative task. I don't think I've seen you guys roll above a 10.
Yeah, this is tragic.
We need last session's rolls this session.
So I have a couple abilities here,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be my pitch to do something stupid using these abilities.
Oh,
I have the
alright.
ability car surfer, where I can stand or move about on a moving vehicle with a reasonable expectation of not falling off.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also have stealth.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to stealthily try to jump on the back of one of these tentacles to make myself less of a target.
All right. I kind of like that combo. That sounds kind of fucking neat. Yeah, because that's just moving onto it, and those are enablers. So technically nothing else is using an action. So you're good because your action was the crossbow, obviously. So yeah, I need a speed task for you to like basically crawl up onto the tentacles stealthily. So I'm going to give you a roll your stealth for me, please.
Okay. I'm trained because I'm trained in stealth, and then I'm going to put one effort to ease.
Mm-hmm.
Difficulty 6.
Yes, actually. It
Yeah,
is actually not very observant. So yeah. Well,
Yeah,
comparatively.
when this thing smashes into the force field, I'm just gonna like run and like jump and stand on its back, or stand on the tentacle holding my cross. The other one, miss.
Yeah. So you're like here on the tentacle now.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, Duke, some of your people are in a magical heart. One of your people is now a demon, and one of your people is car surfing a tentacle. What's you doing?
Being sober, Duke, he can actually think of what to do here.
Sobriety.
Yeah. Gonna walk up here. I have fleet of foot, so I can do my stuff. And kind of knowing how, like, planes and like mechanical equipment and stuff like that kind of has like a general knowledge of how certain things like that work. I'm wondering if shooting these spinal conduits away or breaking them will defuse the power out of this central thing. So I'm gonna shoot that spinal conduit.
All right. All right. Do it up. It is also not going to be easy. I will let you know now. But yeah, you could do so for sure. As long as you can shoot within that distance, 10 meters. Yes.
I've literally rolled 2 ones in a row. Like, no, I'll re-roll it.
Gonna re-roll. I did give you like 2 experience earlier.
Yeah, that's just bullshit.
Oh, to the opposite extreme.
I don't know how difficult it is to sever one of these things, but that's obviously what I'm going for.
Okay, so the major effect, you couldn't sever it or anything per se. You're just going to be dealing damage to it.
Okay.
But,
So probably the extra damage then?
Yeah,
or?
would you like the extra damage? So the 15? Jesus fuck. It's a lot of damage. Okay. Yeah.
Basically, I want to see if that causes a reaction of, like, what? What are you doing to that? Like, sort of thing. Like,
so you don't sever it completely, but you damage it heavily, and the entire place shakes in response. The tentacles actually like writhing. Thankfully, Carson, because of his ability, actually is able to stay on the tentacle. Because whatever, I like it. It's vehicular enough. But yeah, it flinched in pain. It's obvious that hitting this thing adjusted or like hurt this tentacle thing. You're guessing this entire thing is one entity, one creature.
you saw that, right, guys?
Fuck yeah, Duke! I yell from the tentacle.
Let's get it.
Get her done.
Get her done. I don't really have. I am gonna. Wrong. But I'm gonna move away a little bit from these guys, just in case something like a tentacle comes slamming down on them and hits them all somehow. But yeah.
Okay, so things gonna happen here. First of all, Carson, you're riding on the tentacles right now. As this thing begins to submerge, are you staying on the tentacle?
Do I feel like it's gonna come back up, or is it running away?
You don't know.
I'm gonna stay on the tentacle.
You're gonna stay on the test. So you just like hug it as it starts to go down. Okay. Yeah. 1 second here. So it's actually like repositioning itself. We're gonna we'll spin it a little bit. So like it ended up like popping up here. Carson, I would like a might task from you, please. As you like, it brings down and you go into this like fluid, and it's like quickly rushing over to the other side. So to like stay on, I need a might task.
Might task?
Yes, please.
Son of a bitch. Can I be trained or eased or something because I car surfing ability?
This is a bit different than the car surfing ability because you're not just balancing. This is like holding on for dear life.
Yeah, Carson's not great at that. Send it. I'll like speed a reroll.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
All right. Yeah, you were easily able to stay on. And minor effect, I'll give you an asset on another check for like running around it or walking around it on your turn.
Hell yeah.
Okay. But yeah, it repositioned and it's going to try and smack at Duke. So Duke, this large tentacle's coming down on you. What would you like to do? You heard it. I think you're muted.
I think jumping out of the way is kind of the only
so tuck and roll
option I have. Tuck and roll.
A Souls like dodge roll. Just keep rolling.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and give me your speed defense task, please.
Okay. Speed defense. Oh, jeez.
That is. I got to double check. That's close. It's got like different ratings for different things. That is enough, actually.
I was gonna say a 7. Oh my god.
I'm gonna say it's an 8 for a couple of things. So yeah, 7 was close. You needed the 7.
Oh.
For that particular attack, at least. So yeah, you just dodge out of the way as there's this like slam as this tentacle that's like thicker around than you are wide, like just like slams down to where you were.
I just give it the finger.
And since it's its turn, you know what? Jack, would you like a intrusion?
Fine. Yeah. Sure. Whatever. Who doesn't have XP right now? Is anybody out?
I am out.
Which cache is it? Blood?
Blood.
All right. Here you go.
Gracias.
All right. Hit me.
All right. Hit me with your best shot. So Jack, I mean, this thing has more than one tentacle, so it gets to do multiple things, but it's not trying to like just crush you. It's reaching out to basically like pull you, like tackle you and like bring you in. You see the big toothy maw in the center, right? So Jack, you've got a big tentacle coming in to try and do bad hentai things to you. Speed defense, please.
Fair? Yeah, okay. Alright, let's do some effort, I guess. Is an 8 good?
Oh shit, yeah, okay. You definitely dodge out of the way of that shit. Yeah, not a problem. Alright, you're good. Leo.
So if I move, does the heart move, or is that dog's business?
No, this heart-shaped box stays there, and it does not move with you. I was going to try and make another Cobain reference, but I couldn't think of one off the bat. So something with shotguns.
Move out of it, or am I
you can move out of it. Yeah, there's holes in it and stuff like that. Also like Cobain.
Oh.
Too soon. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna move out of it. Too soon. I'm gonna move out of the...
Yeah, you can go whichever direction. If you want to move longer than immediate, you have to make the speed task.
Yeah, I'll try to.
And you make the speed task before you move, because that way you know how far you can move. Because remember, if you fail, you don't move that distance. So just in the future, just remember to make the speed task first. Okay, you're fine. You can move up to a short distance, so you can move quite a bit more if you wanted to. It's up to you.
Oh, if I can move a bit more, yeah, I'll try to go up and take a swipe with the...
All right.
The machete. Never mind.
Oh my god, guys. Come on.
It's terrible.
0.
That'll be my turn.
Jack.
All right. I would like to try my Nightcrawler shenanigans that I talked to you about.
Oh, we're going to embrace that shit.
Yes, I think now's the time. I want to do it to one of these, like, maybe specifically where one of these fine things that Duke shot.
Yeah, he shot
like
that
follow up.
Yeah.
This one here that I'm on? Okay, yeah. So let me do. Okay, I just pay this because it's an enabler, but I can teleport to a long distance I can see as long as I can see it.
Yep.
And then if I make a melee attack afterwards, it's eased.
Yes.
And then can I say that it's surprised because nobody expects him to be teleporting, kind of?
It's not dodging
like
out of the way.
type.
Like, surprise wouldn't really affect it. It's more about, in this case, the roll is more about getting through its toughness.
Okay, okay. So it's just kind of sitting there. All right, well, I mean, I'd still get it eased, so
even though it's alive, for all intents and purposes, you're basically attacking an inanimate object.
Oh, okay. Could I try it on the fucking tentacles then? Surprise the tentacles?
If you want to attack the tentacles, you can, or you can attack one of the spinal columns. I'm good either way. It's up to you.
If I can try and surprise the... well, I mean, I guess I don't want to surprise the tentacles. Fuck it, never mind. I'm just gonna roll a regular attack on the...
Okay.
On the
It's still
thing,
eased by 1, though, isn't it?
Yeah. It's eased by 1.
It's still eased. It's still a difficult roll, but not as... you don't think as difficult as the tentacles.
Okay, I'm gonna ease it anyways. Fuck it. One for this and one for this. We'll see. The 6.
There you go. Yes, that will do it. How much damage is that? 14?
14. Yes.
Damn, that is pretty good. That actually completely severs that spine.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, Jack sees like Duke shoot for the thing and he just like sends his shadow out there and like teleports to it and just cuts it with his knife. And then that was enablers, so I can move, and I'm just gonna like move back, and that's my turn.
You see that to show that it's severed. So 1 out of the 3 spines are severed. Once again, the entire thing writhes with pain. Carson, being Carson, is able to just, I don't know how ballerina deftly you're doing it, but you're somehow staying on top of the thing. And yeah, Cash, it is your go. You're on top of this heart-shaped box, but the thing has moved a bit.
Yeah, so again, the attempt here is to try and like get onto one of these tentacles, so that I can get it to like toss me in the air.
You know what? It's close enough to an immediate distance where you are right now, and you're kind of on the same level height because you're up higher. I'm not going to make you roll the speed test this time, because you're close enough. So I'm going to let you just like, you basically move there, and you can, so you want it to like launch you in the air as part of it?
Want to, like, yeah, whip me and launch me into the air.
Okay, I would still like a speed task for like helping to accept this, like timing it basically.
Yep.
It's not going to be as insanely difficult as hitting it or anything though. I'm going to call this one, you're pretty good at this. I'm going to call this one a 3.
Okay, and would you say that balancing would apply here? Because I am trained in balancing.
I would give you balance for that.
Cool. And I'm going to apply a level of effort to this as well. Difficulty 4.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're fine. So you were able to like launch yourself up into the air, and that was not your action. That was just your movement.
Yep. Now I have a question.
Sure.
Superhero landing. To use that, is that like as a part of a reaction to falling?
I believe so. Superhero landing. You land from up to a 50. Yeah, that's it's not labeled, but that should be an enabler.
Cool. So what basically I'm attempting to do is, now that I've been launched into the air, I want to pull my sword and use the gravity of falling to try and cut the tip of the tentacle off.
Oh, I see what you're trying to do there. That's pretty badass. All right. Yeah, so I'm going to do this a little bit differently. Instead of an asset, I am going to give you a free level of effort that you can apply either to ease the task or to add to damage. Actually, you got launched up pretty high. 2 free levels of effort. I'm going to let you sort of badass that one.
So I can apply 2 levels of effort to the attack?
To whatever you want. So you get 2 free levels of effort. So if you want to use it as easing the attack by 2, great. If you want to add +6 to the damage, no problem. You want to mix and match 1 for each, give her.
So here, as a like an actual trained ability, I have blade attack heavy. So that's I want to use that, and yeah, the whole idea, I don't know if I have to apply a damage to do it or if I can just do it as a result of succeeding the action, but I want to cut the tip off of the tentacle with that like gravity.
Oh, basically there's a damage threshold you don't know about, but I just need you to bypass that damage threshold. Yeah. So roll the attack, and we can manually brain the 2 free levels of effort if you want. Just let me know what you're applying them, if they're to damage, to ease the attack, or 1 for each.
I'm gonna apply both of them to ease the attack here.
Okay, both the easy attack. So it's up to you whether you apply it in the roller or we just calculate it after. It doesn't matter.
Wouldn't it be like wouldn't I just be able to put it in effort to ease task, or that would charge me for
That'll
it?
That'll charge you. Just you would just put it to ease the task by 2 if you wanted.
Okay.
which should be near the bottom. Yeah, difficulty modifier ease by 2.
Ease by 2. Beautiful. Ease by 2, and I will apply my own 2 levels of effort.
All right. Yeah, that is definitely going to hit, and that is 7 damage.
7 damage.
Yeah, you're just trying to get the tip off of it. Like it's not going to be a huge chunk, but you're going to get like, once again, I guess you used a bowling ball size, but like you're going to cut just the tip.
Yeah,
but you
basically,
would
thumb of a god sized is what I'm going for, basically.
You managed to cut the tip off the end of a tentacle.
And then I want to use the superhero landing for the landing to not take damage. On
you just
the ground.
You just land and you're fine. We'll put you here just off the tentacle then.
Superhero landing.
Yes, you just like.
And he does do it with
fine.
like landing with the sword down and like on his like one knee.
It's awesome. And then there's like the plop of the tip or whatever, or end of your sword or wherever you want it to be. All right, pass it when you're done.
That's Cash's turn. Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. Doc.
Okay. Doc wants. So, can you use a cipher in conjunction with your action? Is that how that works?
Depends on the cipher. Most ciphers are an action, but there are a few that like booster ciphers or whatnot you can use in conjunction. Depends on the cipher.
All right, so I want to use Hear No Bell. The stress and adrenaline dulls your pain and pushes you past your normal limits for a number of rounds equal to the cipher level. You restore 1 point of a pool of your choice each round.
Oh yeah. This one is an action.
So so if I spend that, I can't do shit.
Right. You're using the ability to give yourself like a regeneration.
All right, I don't want to do that. I want to go crazy here. So I want to far step. That's an action too. God bless America. God bless Canada too. I love you guys just as much.
Fire truck.
Okay. All right. Can I? So what you said 3 meters is immediate, right?
3 meters is immediate. Yeah, the blue. It'll
I
snap
can
you
get
too.
to this tentacle then.
You can get up to around the tentacle.
Okay. I'm going to get up to the tentacle and I'm going to use my demon claws to kind of rip into it. Like I want to go in and spread.
Okay.
So claws in and spread it open, and I want my familiar to essentially dive into the new orifice that I create and poison it doubly.
Oh, okay. All right. I like that. Yeah, go ahead and roll your attacks first. And basically, the way I'll run it is if you succeed, your familiar can roll an attack, bypassing the armor for that one attack.
Okay. I'm going to I'm going to ease this one, I believe, if I remember how to do it.
You're going to want to. It is a tough creature.
All right, so effort and ease are not in the same place. Where is ease at in the all-in-one roll?
If you're easing, it is near the bottom. It is difficulty modifier. It's the third to last thing.
Yes.
Eased by.
Yes. Eased by 2. Wait, no, I can't ease it myself.
Well, no, you guys spend effort. You guys spend effort.
Yeah. I have to spend effort. Okay. So we're gonna go 2 levels of effort. We're gonna roll that guy.
It's okay. We had we've played like once in the last like month and a half.
I know. I'm bad
December
anyways, but I'm very bad when I'm rusty.
He's also on a couple whiskeys at least already, so.
Oh yeah, he's getting turned.
We don't need to point out the obvious.
6 is enough. You deal 6 damage. Well, you don't.
damage. That's 2 poison damage. Also.
Oh, and 2 poison
in conjunction with. I don't know how that works.
Right. Let me look at that. Special
What, sound
ability. Let me just look at the demon ship. Demon humanoid. It's 4 damage plus 2 for poison. So 2 of that was already poison. Yeah. So it is 6 in total. So you did
and then
4.
Do I do a normal roll for the familiar?
Yeah, so then you're gonna do then you're just gonna do a roll for the familiar. You base it off your pools. So if you want to apply effort on behalf of your familiar, it comes from your pools. So you're just rolling off of your either might or speed pool, depending on which your familiar is using.
Okay, we're gonna use speed, and we're gonna ease that by 2, or use 2 points of effort. Oh wait, yeah, 2 points of effort for that as well.
Okay.
And he's gonna roll.
Well, very good. Okay.
And he also does poison damage. I believe his entire pool is, or his entire damage is poison.
You
reach tier 2, your closet's claw attacks become poisonous.
Right.
So that targets that take damage are also hindered on all tasks for 1 round.
Oh yeah, so it's that's interesting. So it's not extra damage, but it's the regular damage, which unfortunately is not much for him. He actually doesn't do any damage, but he is now hindered all tasks for this thing for a round. That's a big deal. Yep. That's a big deal. Okay. All right.
And I think that will conclude Doc's turn. Bang.
Carson. Sorry, we're going a little over time. Are we okay with that? You guys are doing well so far.
Yes. 100%, yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
We haven't played in like a few weeks. I'm sure we're all chomping at the bit to an extra hour. Yes, please give me.
Okay.
100%.
Carson.
I'm going to do something stupid. Very Legolas from The Hobbit-esque. Okay. I would like to run along these tentacles.
Yeah.
Get to about here, and then with one hand slide down and loop and stab my arrow into one of the suction cups to agitate him, because he doesn't know I'm there, and then swoop back up to the top and make him think that there's something attacking him right there, so he attacks down into the statue.
Oh, you're trying to attack him. So in this case, it's less that you're trying to hurt him, but so much as trying to direct its attack using your attacks.
Yes, make it think that something's right there, so it will slam down, and I'm trying to aim it into the statue.
Oh, okay. I like that. Yeah, let's be creative with this one then. So you're going to be making an attack. What are you attacking with?
I was just going to use let's use my pizza cutter then.
Your pizza cutter. Okay.
Sure.
So it's probably going to be a speed roll at that case. So I'm going to say that you're going to forego damage because it does have a thick hide, so much as you're trying to hit as much nerve endings as possible to get it to trick it in that direction. So I'm actually going to let you make this a speed or intellect task, your choice.
Okay. It will be speed and trained because I'm trained in fleet of foot and the pizza cutter and whatnot.
And the pizza cutter. Okay. All right.
Effort to ease 2.
With a minor effect. All right. Do you have a plan for the minor effect? Otherwise, I have an option.
No. What are you thinking?
Oh, I was going to have it make the attack immediately.
Oh, let's go. Love that.
All right. And then go ahead and move yourself back to where, if you wanted, you said you want to be on a different tentacle, because your fleet of foot means you still have movement left. So.
Yeah, I would stay on whichever tentacle is attacking, but I'd be on the top side of it.
Okay.
It comes down.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're wherever then. All right. So it slams down. Thankfully, not on Jack. I'm not going to. You guys have struggled enough. I'm not going to influence that one right now. But yeah, it slams down at the statue, and I am going to say that as a result, it actually breaks this chain off as well. All right. And do you believe that is it for you? Go ahead and next. Duke.
Well, I see no reason to change up tactics now. And I'm going to shoot at this spine.
All right.
Bottom left here.
Do it up. There's the rolls we've been looking for.
Bang.
13. Oh, that's why. I was like, where did the token go? There's a quarter left. Actually, it's not doing so good, which means that you actually managed to sever that entire spinal cord.
Woo! Hell yeah. This is how we do it, boys. And yeah, just that's very quick turns for Duke.
This is how we do it.
He moves, he shoots, he passes.
It's angry at everybody. I am going to say it's actually going to stay where it is. I'm not going to move it. It is going to Duke. You're the one pissing it off right now. It's going to focus on you, Duke. Another tentacle's coming down towards you. Just the shadow growing as it's like slamming down. Go ahead and speed defense for me, please. Okay, now your rolls are kicking in. Come on.
I'm nimble, Duke.
Yeah, that is definitely going to get out of the way. You are good. As it slams down, like not destroying the you don't know what the bridge is made of, but it must be fucking tough because it slams on the bridge, but the bridge doesn't actually break. But you think you might have if it had hit you. And then I am going to
do the rope-a-dope stepping for fun.
Yeah. It hates a lot of you guys. Cash, you chopped a tip. You chopped part of it off.
Just the tip.
Just the tip.
Just the tip.
Just the tip of the butthole creature.
Yeah, it is. It's. I am going to propose a GM intrusion for you.
Oh, 100%. I accept.
Okay. So,
there is Jack Spade Current.
Oh, thank you.
okay. It is going to be making an attack towards you. It is a little bit easier than it was before because of the poison. So, but it's still very difficult. It's not going to be easy.
Okay. I want to do something cool.
Okay.
So I want to, rather than dodge it, I'd like to dodge it in the way that I don't get hit, but still get close enough that I can grab onto it and like let it lift me up as it like wings back up after slamming down.
All right. Try the dodge first. If you manage to dodge it, we will see what we need to do at that point to let you try and like grab onto it.
100%.
Because if you don't dodge it, it's moot. Okay, you dodged it. You dodged it. So you managed to just dodge out of the way, and I'm going to give you... I'm not going to make you spend an intrusion on this one. I'm just going to give it to you. It's right there. You're just grabbing onto it. Yeah, I'll give you a speed task. No, might task, sorry. Might task.
Okay. Can I use climbing here? I'm trained in climbing.
Yes, that makes sense.
I'm going to use an XP to reroll.
Okay.
And because I'm using an XP to reroll, I can use advantage and add 3 to the reroll.
Oh, yeah.
Should be a one higher though, right? Like a 4?
Yeah, just
It rolled
doesn't
a
add it.
+3 and then a +3.
You're
So
right,
you should
right.
have
Yeah, that should have been a 4, which is enough. You're good. Yeah, you're able to grab onto it, and you're like up on the tentacle with Doc right now.
Beautiful.
Oh, that is its turn. Leo.
I'm gonna try to just swipe it again, just cut at it with the machete, trying to stun it.
Yep. Seeing if you can get it hindered in some way. Do it up.
Let's go, Danny Trejo.
Three is not enough for that. You slice at it, like you connect with it, but the blade just doesn't bite deep enough to get past the like rubbery outside layer.
Yeah, it's just like bouncing off. Love it, my turn.
Damn calamari. Jack.
Okay, so this is like a big ol' like pit, like stomach kind of going into it.
Yeah, like Sarlacc
I
pit.
had a funny idea.
Oh no.
Okay, can I throw a pressure grenade in there?
Ooh. Oh.
Yeah, I have this Cypher I've been holding on to. How do I? Is it Alt click to put it in chat?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or Control click?
Alt.
Alt click.
There we go. Yes, I would like to just
Level 4.
toss this into it.
Yeah. All right. So that's going to be a speed task for me, please, to huck it in.
All right.
And it's just pressure. Wow. Okay.
I don't think I have anything to boost it with, but fuck it. Well, I'll just send it. I'm going to re-roll with my shadow.
Yeah. I mean, short of effort for damage, there wasn't much you could probably add on. Oh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I mean, I'm gonna, my thing doesn't say I can't use XP to reroll. It just says I can't use the ability more than once.
That's
Can
true.
I do that?
Yeah, of course.
All right.
You can burn all the XP
Let's
you want.
go. Just one, I don't want to. There we go.
Oh, there you go. And honestly, it's a 4 is enough to get something down in its gullet. So that is 4
Perfect.
base damage.
It should do extra 2 because of Jack's Vicious. Because he gets +2 on any attack.
Oh, right. Okay. All right.
From his,
and it's going to
descriptor, so
bypass
56.
armor. Yeah, he did not like that, or it did not like that. Yeah, so it like sinks down and you hear this like, and the whole thing just like all the tentacles go like rigid for a second. I'm not gonna make anyone roll. I'm not gonna make anyone roll for staying on for now. You two of you are a bit in deeply, and Carson honestly is he's just got the whole elf thing going on in these tentacles. So
I do a backflip.
whee.
Still
The other
only
two
counts as one.
Cash and Doc are like holding on for dear life, and you're just like dancing around.
Jack just kind
Cash.
of like takes cover behind the statue and then
Yeah.
Cash, like being like gripped onto the edge of this tentacle, like uses a hand or his like clawed gauntlet to like toss himself up, so that he's like standing beside Doc, And he's like, Doc, what's your strategy here? What's going on? Oh, wait, is Doc in demon form right now?
Yeah, Doc's like, I'm trying to dig in.
Which demon form?
Humanoid demon
The
form.
human one with the leathery wings.
With the wings. Okay. Cool. Okay, so yeah, you don't need anything from me then. I'm going to, let's see, this is immediate distance. I want to get about here, so or the 3, and then I want to leap off and pull out my sword and stab it into this one. And once again, like using gravity, basically slide down with my sword as far as I can, like down the tentacle.
All right. So trying to do it so that you like, well, I mean it's water below you, but or well liquid. But yeah, all right. Go ahead and give her a try. Then go ahead and make your attack, please.
Do I need to make the roll for speed? If I'm like looping?
Oh, I would need a speed roll because that's a bit of a distance. Yes, please.
Yep.
Three. You're kind of going in downwards, so I'm going to ease it by 1. So I'm going to say 3 is enough in this case.
Okay, and then I'll make the attack roll.
Because you were already high up on that tentacle, and you're kind of doing downward momentum.
Just downward and like stabbing into it, yeah.
So I'll give it.
Okay, I'll apply 2 levels of effort here.
Man, this thing hasn't hit any of you once. Difficulty 4 is enough because the poison is still applied. Is from the imp, isn't it? Yeah. Is enough.
It's for 1 round, right? And Doc's turn hasn't come up
Doc's
yet.
turn is next. So yes, thanks to the poison from the imp, you are able to get it. So that's 7 damage inflicted.
So basically, yeah, and I want Cash to get like so he gets like to this tentacle and like stabs this great sword deep and holds on to it, and then just like lets it like full dead weight as it like slides down, like spiraling down the inside of the tentacle. As far as it'll let me go down.
It. Yeah, the tentacles are starting to look ragged and rough. This thing's flailing around, and there's like more hunks taken off of it each time. It's not looking so good.
Where would I end up there doing that?
You're spiraling down. I'd say you like probably like here.
But like on the underside of it?
Yeah, like on the underside, like closer to like the actual floor.
Okay.
But I just assume you like it would be thrashing around, so you wouldn't be like spiraling towards the mouth per se, but rather more towards like the
ground.
Inner ground.
Yep.
All right, pass it when you're done.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Doc.
If I use Far Step as an action, can I use a XP to player intrusion and attack on the same turn?
I'd allow it. I mean, you're spending an XP resource to get an intrusion on that point. I'd give it. There's similar intrusions for like an attack type thing with an action. So,
okay, I'm gonna use Far Step. And I'm basically Doc's like, so these tentacles are like waving around, presumably like whippy kind of. So he's gonna kind of catch the wave of this and use the momentum and his Far Step ability to just literally shotgun himself into the air all the way across and over top to this spine.
Oh,
over
okay.
Here.
Yeah.
Okay. And literally like power dive with his claws into the spine, trying to just shred through it.
I'm going to give you an option here. If you want your wings to slow your descent a little bit, then you're going to make the attack normally. However, if you want to use the momentum of the fall, then you're going to take some fall damage, but you're going to be adding that to the attack as well.
Fall damage. Give me all the fall damage.
Okay. You shot up pretty high. I'm going to say this is going to be the equivalent of like 2 levels of effort on the damage. This is like six damage.
Perfect. All right. So let me spend the Far Step points.
Okay.
And then let me go over to combat. Demon attack, 2 points of effort. I'm literally like cannonball diving into this thing. Wings literally fold back into some aerodynamic shape with claws in the front.
All right. Oh! So that's 10 plus the extra 6 makes it 16. Which you're going to take 6 as well. Its fall damage to your armor doesn't apply. But, that is enough to sever it. And actually, that's a whole thing. You have severed the third one, and the tentacles are going to fall limp. So we're gonna just get rid of the tentacles for now. The tentacles actually like sink back down. I'm gonna say that Carson, you actually just like land on like the surface there. However, Jack, I'm going to move you over just a little bit. There's this like blast wave of pressure as Doc, you go down, you sever the last spine, and the tentacles and the rest of the room like shake, and there's like this loud squealing sound. But then the 3 chains that are left, there's energy that seems to be absorbing from the room. You hear it as
I cut the nearest chain.
As the statue begins to move, and you hear in your heads, "I shall be born. You will not stop me." As it's added as phase 2 of the fight. So Doc, we're gonna end you. We're gonna do Carson and Duke. Why is it? Oh, this is incorrect. I forgot to give. This should have been a 7. Remove, add again. Thank you. And then I can remove this. So there we go. So we're going to do Carson and Duke, and then I think we'll end up leaving it there. Unless you guys really, really want to finish this, but well, let's do Carson and Duke first. Carson. Oh, and I should.
Are the chains still attached to it?
I should move it because the one chain is not. I just wanted it was being hidden by the token. 3 out of the 4 chains are still attached to it. The 4th chain is just laying there dull and gray and useless, but the other 3 chains, there seems to be this like energy being leached from the lands into the statue itself.
Okay. I'm going to pull out revenge and shoot one of the chains.
All right. Go ahead and do so.
Yeet.
Wow. Yep.
Lines it up Call of Duty style, snipes 2 chains.
Yeah. Let's just. Which chain did you want to take out?
The south one.
Okay. This may go faster than I thought, actually. So, you described to me how you take this chain out, like what you do.
I would shoot the chain like directly through the link. Like it would just be a really accurate shot, and it would like stick into the flesh into the ground. And then I'd yell something like, "Hey, dumbass!" And then the statue looking towards me would break the chain because it's stuck into the ground.
Oh, cool. I like that. So yeah, it starts to turn and be like, what? And then there's this crack, and the statue actually like winces. It's just like, ah.
All right, and then I'm just gonna like dive into this pool of blood back here.
Sploot. Yep.
And that's me.
Duke.
Alright. Well, that seems to do good too, so I'm gonna move up to there. Actually, I don't even have to. What am I doing? I can just shoot it from here.
Yeah, you can just shoot it from there. Like this ring is just to represent its area, but like you can shoot past the statue. It's fine.
Yeah, I'll shoot this top chain.
Okay.
And if I hit Doc,
Jesus.
He's shot you before.
I thought we were past that.
That is good, and 11 points is enough. Yeah, this second, it's gonna get like one action. Yeah. Well, what did you do for severing this chain?
just you know me, shotgun blast, kick in the ass. Let's go.
All right.
Nothing special.
There's like
I'm just
sparks. Like Doc, you get like a couple of like embers from like the broken links just like on your leg. You don't feel it. Doesn't do anything to you, but yeah.
Burns like a little hole in your clothes.
All right. The Soma Core gets to go, and I would like to propose a group intrusion. So either everyone gets an experience or everyone has to spend an experience.
Give me XP, please.
All right, everyone.
I say no intrusion. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I'll take a reaction.
Come on. Reaction. Come on.
Okay, everyone gets a experience point.
We all die.
As basically,
Oxfall, everyone died.
And create new characters.
it's only got the one chain left, so it has a lot more mobility. So you see its eyes begin to glow. You hear like a, and it starts with Doc looking towards him, and then spins with this like laser beam like all the way around, like attacking everybody once. So we're gonna start with Doc. I would like a speed defense from you, please.
Speed defense roll, my specialty.
And it's gonna be fairly difficult. This is like the speed of light you're dodging. That is not enough.
Ouch.
All right, are you re-rolling that, or are you good?
I'm gonna eat it.
Okay, that is 15 points of might. Your armor will not block it.
15 points of might. What was the second part of that? But I don't have to take any of it?
Armor does not reduce it.
Oh, okay. That's
good try. Yeah, right. Good try.
Oh, you just got Darth Mauled.
And of course, remember, if your might goes to 0, it carries over to speed, and then intellect, and so on. And if you go down, don't forget your status track or your damage track could go down.
I'm almost, whatever's past impaired, I'm almost there.
Carson, you actually you dived under the liquid. Actually, I'm going to say it didn't. No, I am going to say it still attacked you. You got an experience for this. Okay. But it is going to be much easier for you. I'm letting you know.
Awesome. So, speed defense?
Speed defense, please. Laser beams. Firing my lasers. Yeah.
Oh, that went from 1 to 19.
Yeah. Yeah, you're easily good. I can't think of any minor effect if you can think of any.
Can I be like bobbing out of the water? I see that it shot at Doc, and then I see it's about to shoot at me, and I know that like it's just my head sticking out, so I pull out my pizza cutter. It reflects off the pizza cutter, hits it to the chain, and does 1 point of damage. 1 point of damage to the chain? 1 point of, yeah.
I'll give it 1 point of damage, sure. I'm okay with that.
I thought you were about to like save me from like some damage, but you're just...
You're fine. That already happened. That's in the past.
Can't
change the past.
I need one from you, please.
Oh, I love you too, Carson.
And by the way, I figured we might as well just finish the fight. You're pretty close to it. Instead of leaving it for next week.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, I have 5 speed points, but I can spend 3 luck points as if it was speed points. I'm going to put my luck to 0 and put my speed to 8, and then I'm going to roll with 2 effort.
Okay, checks out. Nerd math.
Nice.
Jesus.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So watching Carson use his pizza cutter to reflect the laser at the chain, I want to pull my sword using it to shield me, and I want to see if I can do the same thing and bounce the laser at the chain as well.
I like it. I'm not going to make a roll for it. Basically, like, he reflected it and there was like a tiny spark. You reflect it and the chain begins to glow red hot. It's not broken, but it begins to glow. Shit. This is turning up to be quite the epic ending. Leo, you're going to be next as the laser coming towards you. Speed defense,
Could I try
please.
to? I was like, I'd like try to dive towards the remains of the heart.
Remains of the heart? Oh, yeah.
Like the heart barrier, if it's still there.
Okay, so it's still a speed defense. Yeah. It's still a speed defense, but I'll say, like, you're trying to dive that direction and you're fairly quick. So even if you fail, I'll knock a couple points off. But it'll destroy the heart. So speed defense, please. Oh, not good enough, though.
I'll re-roll that one right there.
Okay.
Is that crawling now? He's like,
What?
Hey, there it is.
Also reflect to the chain. Can we just all like fucking do some crazy Monster Hunter type? Everybody counters at the same time. You get the frame perfect. Ding, 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 ding. When the monster dies.
I was gonna say, can I like pull Duke behind in here into the heart?
Yeah, you could do that. So what you do is you've dodged out of the way and you actually shove Duke into the heart so that it'll be a little easier when the laser comes his way next, if you want, if that's what you wish.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so Duke, you were dragged into the heart. So the laser's coming towards you, Duke. Basically, you still have to make your speed defense, but even if you fail, you're getting some damage knocked off because of the heart. That is good. I'm gonna still say the heart's destroyed, but you didn't take anything.
Did its job.
It did its job. Crash, 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 crash. All right. Now we're going up finally to Jack.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna roll it, dude. Maybe with some effort. Fuck it.
Okay.
Roll a 20. Just roll a 20, bro.
Just roll a 20,
Yeah.
dog. Easy, yeah.
You'll get it.
You're right.
Yeah, man.
Be like the rest of us.
Re-roll a 20. No.
Is that good enough? I can re-roll.
That is not good enough to dodge it.
Okay, I'm gonna re-roll then with
Okay.
an asset, I guess.
Yeah.
So it'd be a 7.
I'm gonna give you
I
a
didn't
choice.
have an asset.
I'm gonna give you a
yeah?
choice as a player intrusion, if you would like.
Okay.
You don't dodge it, and you're going to take the damage, but you spend the XP to still reflect the beam towards the chain.
Just to destroy the chain?
Yes.
I feel like Jack and his, like, viciousness to, like, kill things, he would probably just do that. Just eat the hit to kill, you know what I mean? He's like, I'm not gonna die. I'm immortal, basically. Or so he thinks. He's humped up on the drugs. Yeah, sure.
Okay. All right. So you spend an experience points, and you take 15 damage to your might pool.
Yeah, fuck it. Jack, I go down the damage track.
Yeah, that's enough. Like, you're like going down to one knee, like, oh god. Describe to me. So you break this final chain. Describe to me how you're breaking this final chain. What did you do to reflect
Jack
it?
sees like everybody doing like the reflection thing, and he just like he just does the same shit with the cocaine knife, like full anime style, like holds it up, just like right down the whole beam, like from where it starts, like above him, just all the way up to the fucking, you know what I mean, to the statue, like right through it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, with that, the chain shatters. You see the sparks and and that is the end of that encounter. The statue actually just like crumbles to bits, and you can actually see the flesh around where the statue was actually sort of like retracts and starts to grow gray. And but the rest of the flesh does stay healthy. It's not like the whole thing rots away or dies or anything, but just the part holding onto the statue just sort of rots away a little bit. And with that, the tentacles kind of like float up dead somewhere around, although you've already cut the tip off of one, almost like the toe of a god, I would say, which is what you needed, basically the tip of one of the tentacles. And with that, you have taken on fetus god, fledgling god thingy and gotten your toe. And with that, we are going to end for tonight as we are well past our time. And we will be back hopefully next week. We'll see if any gremlins or anything pop their heads up or timing or whatnot.
I won't be here next week.
Yes, that's right. I think you had mentioned something about that.
We're going to see the room, so...
But the rest of us should hopefully be here. If for some reason we miss other people, maybe we'll do something else. Who knows? I've got other backups planned and stuff now, so we're good. But yeah, and everyone here is content creator, streamer, what have you. So links are in the doobly-doo below. If you are watching this now or in the future, go check them out. And I would appreciate the thumbs up and subscribbles. I think I'm really close to like 2K right now on YouTube, so that'd be pretty cool. And all of my links are in the stuff below. If you like what I do, feel free to drop a couple of bucks for this Canuck on the Ko-fi links, and I would appreciate it. As always, stay healthy, stay